this. Fresh off the Palm Beach County, that's where I'm from. Where niggas get gunned down and left slung from. Thumbs up for fucking round. This ain't accounting for you bitches to come around.
What up, and welcome to another episode of the unofficial podcast of the National Football League, the world-famous, critically acclaimed 5-6 Kings podcast. I'm David Breen, but with me, as always, my dear friend and co-host, Braden Bullard. Braden, how are you, man?
Pretty good, David. I'm doing pretty good, as usual. Always pretty good. But I want to know, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. You know, it was a nice week. You know, people who love me and are close to me and, you know, I enjoy having in my life will know that I had a birthday a couple days ago.
Shit!
It was a nice day. You know, all of the people in my life who love me, care about me, you know, we're close. They reached out to me.
Yeah, just the ones
It was
that
nice,
are the
yeah.
closest.
Yeah, got a nice David Straley sent me a nice text.
Did he?
Yeah. Matt Burke, I haven't seen him in years. He sent me a nice text.
Yeah.
You know?
Good old Matt Burke.
Just everyone close to me. You know?
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, David.
Yeah, you can save it. It was days ago.
Yeah. Days?
Yeah. Remember the other time for my birthday?
I do remember.
When I flew out to visit you in California.
I was upset.
And I paid for dinner.
No.
On my birthday. 1,000%.
No.
1,000%. I can pull up the text where Nick in the group text said, "Happy birthday." He said, "David and I just went out to dinner and he fucking paid." I didn't know it was his fucking birthday.
I was like, what is this guy doing? He fucking came out and visited me and didn't even tell me it was his birthday.
Yeah, I mean, what? Hey, it's my birthday.
Yeah. Well, that's the humbleness.
Will you pay for dinner because it's my birthday, Braden? It's crazy.
Oh, my God. Yeah, wow. Yeah, well, I'm just a piece of shit.
Yeah, well, you know, March 14th, 2023. Mark it down. That'll be a big one.
Dude.
You know what? No, it won't be, because that already happened. March 14th, 2024. Mark it down. That could be a big one.
Wow. Guys, everyone around the world, stand up and give a round of applause for David Breen. Happy birthday.
Not yet.
Oh.
We fucked this one up.
Oh.
Maybe next year.
Well, you know, because, like...
Maybe next year I can get the...
Because, you know, it's every Monday.
The thing. What was it? What did I... On your birthday.
The thing?
And I sang. What did we eat on your birthday? I got you like a cheap...
Yeah.
like a gas station little like tasty cake thing.
It was the zebra cake or some shit.
I don't think it was. It was no zebra.
It was no zebra, yeah.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Got your ding dong. Yeah.
I'm such a...
Maybe I can have the ding dong next year, you know?
I got a protein cookie. You want a protein cookie?
No.
How about some G Fuel with Goku and
I already turned that down.
You did.
You think I'm going to turn that down and then you offer it to me on here and be like, "Oh, yeah, I'll take that." Yeah.
Listen, I wouldn't give this to anyone else, but I have here my personal chapstick that I would like you to have.
You serious?
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me right now?
Go ahead.
Dude, get out.
Yeah, it's all yours. Just, you know, I hope that this can, you know, pay the price for my mistakes. I just want to say, happy birthday, big guy. Yeah, you gotta twist it. There's like a line right in the middle. It's child lock. Fuck yeah! Oh, nice. Get it all on there. Why not?
Put your nasty fucking lips on that. It's very worn. You think I'm gonna actually use it? It's not even round. Put it on the fucking camera. He's fucking misshapen as hell. He's like, here you go.
So,
you can use it.
So I actually have used it, but the reason why it's so fucking lopsided is because it melted.
Because you're a monster when you use it. You like get in there hard on one side. You're like, got these chaps off.
Yeah. Well, shit, David.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Now,
just another birthday forgotten by Braden Bullard.
I will say, and it's gonna start today. That's how fucked up I am. It's gonna start today. I'm going to make a journal specifically and solely for birthdays.
There we go.
Because I am a monster when it comes to birthdays. And I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit I'm a piece of fucking shit when it comes to birthdays.
Doesn't soften the blow.
No, it does not, because it still hurts.
This is self-doubt. You're like, oh, look at that. Feel bad for me now.
No, yeah,
I'm just so bad.
Dave, it's 2023.
I just suck. I understand that I suck so much.
Listen, anyone can be a victim today, all right? You just got to learn how to work that shit, you know?
There we go.
But, not to put it on someone else's birthday. My sister's birthday is coming up 29th. Only reason why I remember that.
Oh, you know your sister's birthday. That's impressive. Wow.
Only reason why.
You got one sibling. You know her birthday. You know I got 6 siblings.
Do you remember?
I know every one of their fucking birthdays.
How long did that take? Did you just...
I just fucking grew up. I know it.
Yeah.
I know it. Jen's is the same as yours.
Really?
Yeah.
Why am I just now learning about this?
Yeah.
You probably said it before.
My least funny sibling, my least funny friend. Same birthday. Ain't that some shit?
At least we got something in
common. You know what's fucked up? Jen is for sure my least funny sibling. You're not my least funny friend.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm the most forgetful when it comes to birthdays.
Yeah, probably. I mean, to your credit, Nick or Corbin did not reach out to me either.
Because they're pieces of shit. All right? In my defense, But here's
the thing. Did anyone expect Corbin to?
No.
Yeah. I'd have been bad, but like, oh shit, Corbin, look at this guy.
So the real piece of shit is Hoff. All right, Hoff? You got good memory.
The expectations were there that Hoff was going to reach out.
Yeah, because I've already fucking failed, dude. I've never been on the money when it came to David's birthday. Like, he expects me to not remember.
I didn't even do something on my birthday. I just kept checking the group text, being like, you know, one of them. And we're back. Fuck you, Derek Cheater. You guys didn't even know we were gone. Braden, I don't know, panicked, got crazy, started unplugged a bunch of shit.
He's too funny.
He's like, you're fucking talking about me. God, no, your birthday. No, I will not take this. Yeah. So whatever. Braden's a shitty person.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about, before we jump into this movie, Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins offseason started with a bang. Trading for Jalen Ramsey. Which, like, being a fucking spoiled Dolphins fan, the people who don't like Chris Greer can go fuck themselves. I've been saying this for a while. But they can go fuck themselves. Got Tyreek Hill last offseason. Traded for Bradley Chubb midseason. Went and got Jalen Ramsey this all. Like, fuck you. If you don't. But I heard Jalen Ramsey's on the trade block. Being a spoiled Dolphins fan, I'm like, I mean, it'd be cool if we could trade for Jalen Ramsey. Thinking cool. Not realistic. And then they trade a 3rd-round pick and Hunter Long, who might turn out to be a very good tight end. But he's going into his 3rd season, and he has 1 career catch. Ooh. And it's for like 8 yards.
That doesn't sound good.
You traded him and a 3rd-round pick for one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL who knows the system that they're going to be. They hired Vic Fangio, best defensive coordinator in football. Jalen Ramsey's been in that system before. So you're getting one of the best cornerbacks in a system he's familiar with. Fucking knocking that out of the park. Bringing back the running backs. We're moving on. We're just talking about what they've done so far. Bringing back all of the running backs. Weird that they brought back Myles Gaskin, if I'm being honest, but whatever. Continuity. Who gives a shit? He knows the offense. They're bringing him back. Hopefully they draft someone. I love that everyone, Dalvin Cook and Raheem Mostert, or not Raheem Mostert. They brought back Raheem Mostert. Derrick Henry. All these guys are available. You don't need to go get a big money running back in today's NFL.
Yeah.
You got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. You don't need to be awesome to have Dalvin Cook in the mix. You don't need to pay a running back $12 million a year.
Tell him, David.
To be a running back. Shut the fuck up. All right? Tell him.
I got to hype you up, bro.
You don't.
How do they know if you're right, though, if I don't hype you up?
They don't, and I might not be.
Oh.
Might not be. You're what's wrong with the world. You're the Stephen A. Smiths just yelling really loudly saying, that's preposterous. People are like, Stephen A's making some good points. No, he's not. He's just loud. He's just loud. Anyone who's like, Stephen A. Smith really knows this shit. He covers every sport.
Yeah.
I was talking about this the other day. He covers every sport.
Yeah.
People believe he's an expert in all of them? No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's fucking not. That's insane.
Yeah, his excuse.
He gets in arguments with people who, like, cover the NFL. He's like, no, you are wrong. That is crazy. You do not know what you're talking about. He's out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
So, Mike White. Oh, I hate the way shit was announced, also. Mike White. He was a backup quarterback with the Jets. Now Dolphins backup quarterback. Same offensive system. Love it. Great signing. was announced that he was signed 2 years, $16 million. Sounds like a lot for a backup quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not 2 years, $16 million. That's the max value. He will get paid $16 million over the next 2 years if Tua does not play a fucking down over the next 2 years and Mike White has to start every football game.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case, if you pay a starting quarterback $8 million, sure.
No, yeah.
Sure, absolutely. If he has to
But
play,
you're not
and
going
you
to
gotta
get
pay
any
him
of that. You're saying you're not going to get any of that value, that $16 million, because he's never going to play.
Hopefully. If Tua's health, ideally, so it's
Yeah.
2 years, $8 million to be the backup, which is going rate for a good backup quarterback. Ideally, that's what they pay him. He doesn't play it down. Or he plays week 17 because the Dolphins are in the playoffs and the game doesn't matter. I hate that it was announced 2 years, $16 million, though.
Why?
Because that sounds ridiculous. Sounds, it just furthers the narrative of, look at that. 16 Dolphins are worried that Tua is not going to be able to play.
Yeah.
You know, you don't pay him $16 million if you're confident in Tua. Like, no, you don't. I agree.
Yeah.
They're not paying him $16 million. They're paying him $8 over 2 years. It's what you pay a backup. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. You know, now I'm going to tell him. Now I'm going to tell him about Tua.
Yeah.
The narrative it's fun how it changes. Last year it was Dolphins need to go get Deshaun Watson or Tom Brady or fucking this guy because Tua's not a good quarterback. Because you cannot win with Tua. Now the narrative is maybe Tom Brady comes out of retirement. Dolphins would need to get him. I heard Mike Tannenbaum say that. Dolphins picked up his fucking 5th-year option. He's like, they don't know. Like, what if Tom Brady comes out of retirement tomorrow? And Dan Orlovsky's like, they don't want Tom Brady. He's like, what are we talking about? They picked up his 5th-year option. They're committing to Tua for the next 2 years. He's like, they don't. If Tom Brady says I'm coming out of retirement, they don't want Tom Brady. But like that's the narrative is shifted to Dolphins need to go get Lamar Jackson. Yeah. Dolphins need to trade for Aaron Rodgers because Tua can't stay healthy. Yeah. They can't realistically say he's not a good quarterback anymore. So now he's one hit away from not playing again. Do you know who else is one hit away from not playing again?
Not sure.
Every single fucking player in the NFL.
That's a good point.
Because it's a physical, dangerous sport.
I was kind of feeling
every single fucking player is one hit away from not playing again.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they want to have that conversation, have that conversation. Don't use Tua as the scapegoat of, he's got concussions. Maybe he shouldn't play. A lot of players have concussions.
Yeah.
Tua, fucking Pat Freiermuth is a tight end for the Steelers. He had more concussions than Tua last year.
Look at him now.
But you don't know who the fuck Pat Freiermuth is.
I don't.
I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly.
It seems a weird last name.
That's why no one's talking about that. Tua's this polarizing fucking Hawaiian quarterback. He's a left-hander. He went to Alabama. He's a high draft pick. Let's talk about his head injuries. Crazy. We're done talking about head injuries. We're talking about the motherfucking moves the Miami Dolphins have made. Mike White, though, great signing. Knows the system. If he has to go in, you can win games with Mike White.
Mike White.
Bringing back all the running backs. Awesome. Braxton Berrios.
Oh, that's such a cool name.
Went to the University of Miami. He's going to be able to. They need someone who can return. I don't want to, I'm excited that Braxton Berrios on the team, so I'm not watching a punt return where Javon Holland's back there, and you're like, man, it would really suck if Javon Holland got hurt. Put it on, baby. Put it on.
Oh, yeah. Now them lips are feeling good.
It would really suck if Javon Holland got hurt returning a fucking punt. Maybe we should get someone who can return punts. And they went out and did it, which is good on them.
So how you feeling? You feeling confident coming in this next season?
I'm not done talking.
I'm
not done. You thought
I thought that was the
you thought I was ending with Braxton Berrios. I haven't even talked about the defense. I'm at wide. I've made it to wide receiver. I started at quarterback and I'm at wide receiver.
We got 11 players on each side of the ball.
I ain't fucking done. Tight end. Mike Gesicki, he's going to be on the Patriots. I hope he does well there. People are like, I hope he sucks for the Patriots. No, fucking go do well.
Yeah.
He was on the Dolphins last year. He's not a scheme fit.
See, David's a good guy.
This offense, you got to be able to fucking tight ends got to be hand the dirt, got to block.
Yeah.
Mike Gesicki is throw the ball up, let him go get it.
Tell him.
He can shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. He can go do well in New England. I think Dolphins are a much better team top to bottom. Mike Gesicki can have his Super Bowl be against the Dolphins, and he can catch 3 touchdown passes as long as the Dolphins win the game. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive line, everyone's panic. I hate Dolphins fans. I fucking hate Dolphins fans. The worst thing Bleacher Report ever did. They created this community tab where people can go. It's just like a message board.
And they had Michael Rappaport on it. Right? Because isn't he always on the fucking Bleacher Report talking up some shit? And then you're like, fuck this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Michael Rappaport?
Yeah.
From Deep Blue Sea?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. I thought he was always putting in his 2 cents on like sports and shit.
I mean, he might be. He's not on the Dolphins fans message board.
Oh, I thought you were talking about ESPN's like hot take or some shit.
No. No.
My bad.
You want to shut the fuck up and let me talk Dolphins football for a minute, man? You might be thinking of Ian Rappaport, who's an NFL insider, but he's also not on the Miami Dolphins fans message board.
I'm just all over the place.
But they're all angry about, we don't have offensive linemen. Chris Greer, you suck. You haven't signed an offensive lineman. You know when the league year started?
Nope.
Wednesday at 4 p.m.
What?
The Dolphins have made all of these moves that I'm saying to you already. And you know, they signed an offensive lineman. They signed Dan Feeney, who you hope doesn't start, but he can back up all 3 of your interior offensive line positions. Signed him cheap, 1 year. Love that signing. Hopefully, if he's your starting left guard, I don't love that, and you need to do more. League year's just started. They have months to sign offensive linemen. If this is the offensive line they go into next year with, I'm worried. But there's plenty of time for Chris Greer to go get offensive linemen. You spoiled little fucking bitch Miami Dolphins fans. Do you guys realize we got Jalen Ramsey? Jalen Ramsey is one of the best corners in the NFL, and they traded a 3rd-round pick and a tight end that we only drafted because Brian Flores wanted him. Last year, the Dolphins coaching staff just kept being like, we're trying to figure out if Hunter Long likes playing football. Maybe he does. Maybe he'll go on to have an awesome career.
Yeah.
But that's where we're at with Hunter Long right now, and we got Jalen Ramsey for him in a 3rd. It's a win. David Long, linebacker from Tennessee. Remember that name.
David Long.
They signed him to a 2-year, $11 million contract. I don't know how they got him that cheap.
Yeah, because he's like amazing.
And immediately they got him. They lost to Landon Roberts. He went and signed with Pittsburgh. David Long can play the run as well as Landon Roberts did, and he's athletic and can play the pass and is actually a complete linebacker. Their linebacker, with him and Jerome Baker next year, their fucking linebackers are going to be kind of set. It's going to be pretty sick.
Nice.
They brought back Duke Riley. They got Channing Tindall still developing. Guys, this is...
Nice.
And Deshaun Elliott, who... a fucking extra safety special teams guy on the back. Oh, and Malik Reed. Malik motherfucking Reed. I was telling Braden, we just signed Malik Reed. Just signed right before we started recording. We signed Malik Reed.
Fuck yeah.
Defense is very deep. This is fucking deep, well-rounded defense. The offense, top two. They've Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are going to be practicing against Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle will not face 2 better cornerbacks all year.
So you're going to get the best training.
Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey will not be going against a better duo of wide receivers all year.
Look at that.
If they don't just fucking... like, it should be a fucking nightmare for the rest of the league.
Yeah, but
The fact that those motherfuckers are all going... Dude, this defense, they have 2 number 1 corners. They have 2 elite pass rushers off the edge. They have Christian fucking Wilkins. They have Javon Holland on the back. They added David Long to the 2nd level with him and Jerome Baker. This defense should be... And Vic fucking Fangio is going to be scheming shit up? Are you fucking kidding me right now? This defense... I saw someone... Maybe Brandon Marshall was like, I don't think it's a top 5 defense. If this is not a top 5 defense, I will be shocked.
Yeah.
This defense is going to be ridiculous this year.
Fuck
and this
yeah.
offense can already put up points.
And Dolphins going to be on your ass.
It's going to be ridiculous this year.
So do you think they're going to be able to, because from like an outside perspective, it seemed like the Dolphins offense was becoming too predictable with the play calling. Do you think that, because you were talking about earlier the running back and now talking about how we have the best wide receivers, do you think it's still going to be too predictable for the play calling?
I mean, I hope not.
Like, do you think they're going to switch it up enough?
I mean, that's the hope. It's Mike McDaniel's 2nd year as a play caller, 2nd year as a head coach. The hope is that he becomes less predictable, less one-dimensional. And I think, like, they signed fucking whatever. I can't even think of the guy's name. Like, it's not a sexy name. The dude from Denver they signed at tight end. But that's... if he fills out the tight end room with players that fit his system. Like last year, they had Mike Gesicki on a franchise tag because he's an elite talent. He's not a fit for a conventional tight end. They need conventional tight ends who can inline block.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like more for blocking or more for like running out?
That is what they need from tight end. When you have tight ends are going to get open when you have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle as your receivers.
Yeah.
It's
just going to happen.
There's only so many people that can fucking cover everybody on the field. Tight
Yeah.
end's going to get open. You don't need elite tight ends.
You need a blocker.
You need blockers. And if he's able to fill out the tight end room with people who can just block the fuck out of people in the run game, the run game's going to open wide up. Because Raheem Mostert is a good running back. Jeff Wilson's a good running back. I think they'll draft a running back, assuming they like one wherever they're out on the board. They don't have a ton of draft picks.
So is that what you think they need the most now at this point, is a good tight end?
Tight end, and it's offensive line shit. They need Austin Jackson could be the starting right tackle, but they need to bring in someone who could also start to compete with him. Liam Eichenberg could be the starting left guard, but they need to bring in someone who could also start to compete with him. And then, if those guys win starting jobs in training camp, I'm happy with the offensive line. If the offensive line is what it is right now, and those two are just the starters, I'm very worried. But I assume they're going to bring in people to compete with them.
Yeah.
They're going to fill out the tight end room with people they want. This draft's very good for tight ends. Darnell Washington from Georgia.
Darnell Washington.
Dude, 6'7", 260 pounds.
Holy
blocks
shit.
like a motherfucker. And, he's maybe so a team might take a chance on him because he's a physical freak. But Dolphins don't pick till 51, and he realistically could be on the board.
Ooh.
They go get, this is a very good class for tight ends, and if he's not on the board, there's going to be someone there in the third round that's good. There's going to be decent, projects later in the draft. They could fill out the tight end room very well. I think Mike McDaniel's going to mix it up a lot more with the play calling this year. They're going to be able to get the run game going more.
Fuck yeah.
I think the offense is going to be very good. I think the defense is going to be very good. I think, and I'm not going to say disagree with what I said earlier, but it's a realistic thing. Tua has not played a full season yet.
Yeah.
If Tua goes down, I think they take a significant step back. But I also think Mike White won games with the Jets.
So he's a good backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows this system, and they have Tyreek Hill. That was the issue. Teddy Bridgewater last year. He's a good NFL, professional quarterback.
Uh-huh.
He had never been in the system they were running. So they brought him in there, and it's such a humongous step down from Tua, who was running the system like a fucking champion, to Teddy Bridgewater, who's not getting the reps and doesn't know the offense. Mike White knows the offense. He won't be getting the reps with the ones because Tua's going to. But he knows the offense. He's going to go out there and be throwing to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
And why is that? Is it just they don't have the time or the amount of people to be able to switch in and out to practice the other quarterback in? Why is the quarterback not as familiar with the style of plays and stuff?
So he's familiar with it. He knows the playbook. He does it, but he's running it with, you don't want Tua has to get his reps in with the guys.
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't want Tyreek Hill. Let's say Tua needs to run 50 plays in a practice.
Yeah.
And they do that. You don't want Tyreek Hill then running 50 more plays because Mike White needs to get the same amount of reps.
Totally, but I'm guessing the backup wide receivers and the backup quarterback are all probably doing this the exact same time.
First team, second team.
Yeah.
They run, yeah.
Yeah,
They
so
run
they're still getting the
separately.
reps in. It's just not with the same people.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
It's not with the same people. It's very different, and you're not getting, they'll get some with the ones, but not a lot.
Yeah.
You don't want to not have your starting quarterback prepared for the week because you wanted to have your backup also prepared.
Totally.
Yeah, so it's perfect world. Tua's going to start 17 games next year, and they go to the playoffs, and doesn't matter. This team is built. They gave themselves a 2-year window with this roster to where, Tua will need a new contract at the end of this 2 years, or Tua won't be the Dolphins' starting quarterback.
Yeah.
At the end of this 2 years. Tua's here the next 2 years.
So it sounds like we got 2 years, David.
We got 2 years, and not necessarily 2 years, and then everything falls apart.
But, yeah.
2 years with this roster.
Yeah.
With Jalen Ramsey, with Teron Armstead, with Xavier Howard. At the end of this 2 years, I think a lot of the names won't be there. because Jalen Phillips will need to get paid. Javon Holland will need to get paid. Jalen Ramsey will need to get paid. And you'll fucking cycle out, and then those guys will need to step up and be more key contributors. But it's exciting. We have a 2-year window with this roster where, as this roster stands right now, they could compete for a Super Bowl.
Fuck yeah!
This is far and away, without a doubt, the most talented Dolphins roster in my lifetime for sure.
Fucking fins up, David.
Yeah.
David, do you know what other fins are up? Shark fins, baby.
Shark fins.
We're talking Jaws.
Brayden just loves picking like old Steven Spielberg movies.
Hey, dude, next, you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking for maybe my next pick? I don't know yet, but I'm thinking about it.
Like Raiders of the Lost Ark. They're just like, let's just keep going old and Spielberg.
You know, I was so yeah, but even older. I'm thinking Hitchcock.
There we go.
Thinking birds, bro.
There we go.
Because I was actually outside going for a walk, and I'm talking about the biggest swarm of birds just flew over me, and I was like, you know what? I need to rewatch that movie.
There we go. Let's rewatch Birds.
All right, so we get into the nitty-gritty.
Let's talk money.
Let's talk fucking money, David. What are you thinking, bro?
Budget came out in 1975, and I did a little research.
Okay.
Not about the budget, but I looked up because at one point there is a $3,000 reward for something, which is enough to draw people from all over the world to come there. And I'm like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. $3,000 then has the spending equivalent today of $16,000.
Yep.
So it's a little, I mean, all over the world, it's ridiculous. But
Yeah.
like I would be like, oh man, you're telling me in Nevada, if I go kill a big shark, I can get $16,000?
I'm on my way.
I'm getting myself to Nevada.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna happen. But it's better than 3.
Yeah.
So I gotta take that into account. That money is 5 times under what it is today. So I'm gonna say this was like a $10 million budget.
Just a little bit less.
A little bit less. There we go. 8.
7 million motherfucking.
Not 6. 7.
Yeah. So what do you think?
7 chipmunks sitting on a branch, eating lots of sunflowers on my uncle's ranch.
Never heard.
You know that old children's song from the sea?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah.
They've made. I mean, is it? And you can just give me, and if you know this, you can tell me, or just give me your opinion off of the number. I think this is a fair question I'm going to ask you here. Is it how much did this movie make, or is it how much has the name Jaws made? Because there's a ride. There was a ride at Universal.
So what I have is just the gross worldwide of the box office.
So it's the box office.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's nothing to do with like
the actual
what they've made over that. Okay, so I'm gonna,
and it's still fucking ridiculous. So
yeah, like I was gonna say it's not. I'm gonna say like 400 million.
yeah, a little bit higher.
A little bit higher. A little bit higher.
A little bit higher in comparison to 400 million.
Okay, so 445 million.
A little bit higher.
460 million.
76.
476 million. That's a lot higher.
That's a lot of fucking money.
A lot higher than what
that
I
is
said.
a shit ton of money. And
that is a $469 million profit off of that.
yeah.
They happy?
Oh, they're fucking happy. And not just them. Hollywood is fucking happy. Because
Hollywood!
Because that was the first movie released in more than 400 theaters in the United States and the first movie to gross over $100 million at the box office. But what we just read is they got up to 476. So they were the first movie to gross over $100 million, but they didn't stop there. They went up to $476 million.
Can't stop this train, baby.
Jesus.
Can't stop it.
So it was the highest grossing movie of all time until Star Wars was released 2 years later, which makes sense. I mean, George Lucas Star Wars, baby.
But George Lucas belongs to Steven Spielberg.
He does. He fucking does. Yeah. And because there was a couple times in this movie where Steven's like, George,
you belong to me.
You belong to me? That means you must help me. And George Lucas is like, I got some people for you. I got Robert Dreyfuss. So that's how we got Robert Dreyfuss in this motherfucking movie, yo. No, what?
Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh yeah, Richard Dreyfuss. I can't believe I fucked that up just there. Yeah.
Kind of the main character of the movie.
Well, because you know what it was? I saw Moby Dick. Dick, Robert. That's what it was.
Nope.
No?
Dick is Richard.
Ah!
Yeah, you really fucked it up.
I'm trying to save my ass here, bro.
You did a movie where you were fucking working with a guy named Dick the whole movie.
Literally.
Was it Dick? Was his name like Richard?
Well, the reason why I think I thought that was because
that actor's name Robert?
Because Robert is also Bobby, and I thought Bobby and Robert was also Dick. But yeah, you're right. It's Richard. Richard's
I know
Dick.
I'm right.
Yeah, you are. I know. I'm giving you your flowers, bro. That's the new way of saying you're right.
David, this is on the air. David Straley. So we're doing a movie that he suggested. Asked him who he wants to take it. He says, Break K-47. Ah! Do you have what it takes?
Oh, well, fuck yeah, I got what it takes, bro. But I guess the bigger question is, because I know Pulp Fiction is your favorite film.
We haven't told them what we're doing.
Oh, God damn it.
We haven't told them what we're doing. It is not my favorite film.
Oh, I thought it was one of your favorites.
I mean, it's up there. It's a great movie.
Well, I'll do it, but if you want to do it, I don't know. You know, it's if you know, I know he said.
What are the odds that we would leave it up to David Straley, and then I would be like,
yeah,
no, I want to do it. I want to do it. Here's the thing. You think there's a chance that I need to take notes on Pulp Fiction? Because I don't.
But in my mind, it's like
David Straley even didn't want to. We made him pick.
Yeah.
And then he picks, and we're like, no.
It'd be great, though.
It's going to be David.
That'd be the best part. Like, you were really banking on David to be like, to choose you.
My hope was that he picked you. It is so much easier not taking the notes on the movie than taking the notes. Are you fucking kidding
I do
me?
actually like taking the notes. You know, now that I've been doing it, and now that I learned how to take the notes.
Oh, it adds something to the experience. But it's Pulp Fiction's not a short movie.
No, yeah, it definitely takes some time.
Pulp Fiction's maybe like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah,
it's a 5-hour ordeal watching
it,
taking the notes. Yeah. Get to just sit back and enjoy Pulp Fiction all day.
All right,
David Straley. Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
All right. Fuck yeah. I'm going to be getting some Pulp Fiction on,
right.
dude.
We gonna talk ratings?
Oh, David, let's talk some fucking ratings. So, IMDb gave Jaws an 8.1 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 97%. Metacritic gave it an 87%, and this is fucking bonkers. Google users gave it an 84%. I mean, that is amongst the lowest score for Google users, which I find pretty crazy for this movie.
I mean, but Google, like, when did Google reviews for movies start happening?
No, I don't know.
Like, this movie doesn't hold up.
I actually think it does. I think it does. I think it's pretty good. I think Steven Spielberg is a master at creating suspense without having to fucking show it.
Dude, we went and watched a man go from being the size of an ant to being a giant and destroying a fake city in the fucking metaverse. We know the metaverse is a thing now.
The quantum realm.
Quantum realm? Quantum mania? We've seen nonsense in movies now.
And
this was like a big special effects. This is a big fucking deal when it came out. It does not hold up in that regard at all.
I think the act... Well, yeah, I mean, if you're talking like special effects, for sure. Yeah. But like when...
Wasn't scary.
Overall...
This is regarded as the greatest horror movie of all time. Like, Jaws is the scariest movie ever. At no point was I scared.
No, yeah. You did get, like, some anxiousness. You know, they built some suspense.
People mean nothing to me.
But what I thought was actually the best was the acting. And, you know, the script wasn't, like, phenomenal. But I felt like for a movie that was made in 1975, it puts to waste every other movie that was made in 1975. So in that regard, I feel like it holds up today compared to back in the day. I'm going to bring up Birds by Hitchcock or something.
Keep talking.
But I thought Jaws, you know, is a good movie. I'm going to give my rating. I give it an 8.1. I'm going to go with IMDb. I'm going to side with IMDb. I think it's a little bit better than John Q. I think it's a little bit better than, what did we do before John Q?
American History X.
Oh shit. I would rather watch this. Actually, I don't know. It's like damn near borderline with American History X when it comes to rewatching.
It does not hold up better than any other movie that came out in 1975.
What are you basing that off of?
I got a list of movies that came out in 1975.
It's just like IMDb. It's like, nah, Jaws isn't.
It's just their list. They have Jaws at number 3, not like what holds up. Just
okay.
best movie. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest came out in 1975.
Oh shit!
I would watch that all day over Jaws.
What do you give
it's
it?
tough giving this a fucking rating. Like I'm not like I didn't grow up and like love Jaws by any means. I can understand like there's definitely movies that I grew up loving, like Billy Madison, for instance. Ask me what I give Billy Madison.
What do you give Billy?
Fucking 10. This is the best movie ever made. I understand that that's not a popular, realistic opinion.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that is my
It's a funny movie.
That is my favorite movie because I grew up. I was very young when I saw it. It was inappropriate, and I got the humor and all of that. Like that's for me. That is my favorite movie because of all of that.
Nice.
I could put on Billy Madison and still laugh.
Yeah.
I understand people feel that way with Jaws. I'm not one of those people, but I don't want to like be like, oh, well, it's an old shitty movie. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'll go like middle of the road because I didn't love it, but I wasn't like, oh, this movie sucks. This wasn't like Blood and Honey where I'm like laughing at how just stupid and ridiculous it was.
It's not bad in that regard.
Yeah, and if I lived in if I was a teenager in 1975,
this would blow your fucking socks off.
Yeah, and I get that.
Yeah. Well, and
I'm watching it almost 50 years after the fucking movie came out, and it's fine.
And when you got the movie like The Meg, who's got a 1,000-foot fucking shark eating another 500-foot shark that they thought was fucking Jaws and shit, you know, like
or Jurassic World, where
they take it to a whole
where the Jaws is kind of like it's a big player, but he's kind of just a background character in the fucking movie,
and he's 3 times bigger than Jaws, 20 times bigger than Jaws. But I think what is really big in that I feel like you kind of have to add to a degree into the rating, or at least I did, is how monumental this movie was for all other movies that are being made after this movie. Like people, and you see this in comedy too, they steal so many things from this film. So many things, whether it's horror films with suspense and building that anxiousness, whether it's comedies and the weird quirky fucking things that they do at times in this movie. There's a lot of things that built the roadway for other filmmakers to be inspired by from this film. Another thing is they were the first filmmakers to ever film a movie on water. So for like damn near half the movie is actually filmed in the actual ocean. Would have been great if someone actually got bit by a shark.
Best case scenario.
Best case scenario. But, I just felt like it just helped pave the way for Steven Spielberg and certain types of shots that I want to get into as well. When it comes up, I'll try to remember it. But he did a lot for the filmmaking industry with this movie. So that reason, I give a little bit higher too.
Just click that question. I don't know what that question says.
Yeah, so
did Jaws used to be a 18?
Yeah, so talking about
what does that mean? What
talking about
Jaws used to be a 18? It's
crazy.
That's
that
not
Google,
even. It would be an 18.
Yeah,
would be grammatically correct. They're not even grammatically correct with that.
This is crazy because this is Google. It's not like it's a link.
See, people ask that.
Yeah,
and that means enough people have asked like that. For them to be like, we got to answer this.
We got to put that in there. Yeah, that is crazy. So what they're trying to refer to is the rating for Jaws. Jaws is, which is another little fun fact they had, is PG.
Are they trying to refer to that, though?
I would think that.
What is the 18?
Did Jaws used to be 18? Like probably.
Nope.
Did back in the
Nope. Read the question.
Did Jaws used to be a 18? A 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say and?
You just said 18.
Oh, okay.
The Jaws used to be 18, which makes more sense than what is there.
Used to be. We
don't know for
18.
sure. I don't think that's what those people are trying to ask. I think they're on some other level than we are, and that Google did not help them by explaining the rating system. They were like,
Yeah.
that's not what we're asking.
Yeah,
We're
maybe.
asking if Jaws was a 18.
Well, because then it says underneath that, due to the drugs used to depict in the opening scene, considered the many bloody
Might have been
feedings
rated
portrayed.
R.
Might have been rated R. Yeah.
It was rated PG.
PG, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like it should be at least PG-13.
Yeah. So, but didn't exist then. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, the
Yeah, that's what
PG-13
that
probably
answer is.
didn't. Yeah.
It didn't.
Yeah.
It existed a few years later.
So they're like, fuck it. 50 years later, when PG-13 comes out, you think we're gonna make it PG-13 now? Like the damage is done. Like everyone has grown up who was once PG watching this film, so it doesn't matter.
all right, this movie probably didn't win any awards, did it?
Oh, you know what? Didn't even. But you know what? I'll see.
I mean, I just imagine probably no awards.
Oh, David.
Wasn't big or critically acclaimed or anything like that.
We got 15 wins,
Oh,
20 nominations. They won an Oscar for Best Sound, Best Film Editing, and Best Music by John Williams.
John motherfucking Williams, baby.
Yeah, he's the fucking man.
1975 Academy Awards. What won Best Picture that year? I'm gonna find that out.
They
Probably
won.
Cuckoo's Nest.
They won the BAFTA award because who doesn't love BAFTA? For
Will you just scroll up?
For
What
film
year
music.
was the Academy Awards?
yeah, I got you. John Williams, baby.
76.
76. Guys, I mean, they fucking snapped. They won the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films Award for Best Advertising. Clark Ramsey, fuck you. They won the Outstanding Film Award for the Outstanding Film Award of 1975. Woo! They won the American Cinema Editors Award for Best Edited Feature Film. They won the Golden Globe Award for Best Original Score. John Williams. John Williams is on fucking fire that year. You know how many times he had to fucking walk up to grab an award?
Kid fucking gets it.
He gets it, man. Look at his career. It talks for itself. They won the Golden Screen Award. Doesn't even fucking say. They just won the Golden Screen Award in Germany. So good for them. Germany loves their movie. They won the Grammy Award for Best Original Score written for a motion picture or a television special. John Williams once again. And the Guinness World Record Award goes to Steven Spielberg for first summer blockbuster film. Because, David, this is a summertime movie.
You know, but it's kind of like it's a summertime movie, but it gives you that summer feel.
Yeah.
And that shark feel. Definitely that shark feel.
Yeah.
This is like it's a shark movie, but it feels like a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Like,
know?
it's in summer. It's got sharks, but
they-
it could totally be for Christmas.
But they watched a Christmas movie and were like, we should do this, but with sharks
But with sharks.
in summer.
Yeah.
Make summer a big deal. Make sharks a big deal. Boom.
And they touch on this shit multiple times in this fucking film. The mayor gets it. He's like,
Mayor
this is
fucking gets. He's like, it's summer.
there's summer people coming. It's summertime.
This
We got
is summer
summer
we're talking
beaches.
about here. All right.
Right? We got to give them that summer feel.
Right. Remember
Right, Chief?
Christmas,
Yeah.
but for summer.
Everyone's going to be buying. Think of the money. Think of the power. It's going to be resaid so many times. They won the National Film Registry Award at the National Film Preservation Board Awards.
Goddamn right they did. You know.
They won the Online Film and Television Association Award for score. John Williams. I mean, dude, John Williams
In
is
2005, what's the criteria?
Yeah.
In 2005, where they're
Click on
winning awards for this. It's nonsense. It's not. I don't want to. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I want to live in the nonsense.
Let's live in the now, David. Last one, we got the People's Choice Award. They won for favorite motion picture. Because
It was the favorite.
It's
It's
the
the
favorite.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, look at that.
It's a motherfucking favorite.
So many awards.
So many awards. What a great score.
One of the best.
Yeah. A Christmassy summertime feel. You know.
Oh my god.
You can't really ask for more.
You can't.
Than you get in Jaws.
You can't.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, then dive into this thing.
Oh, let's do it, David.
So, guys, we're gonna take a quick break, but Braden's taking us through this movie when we come back. So stick around. And we're back.
Hi.
Fuck you, Derek Cheater.
Guys.
F you,
Fudge.
DJ.
Fudge. So, guys, Jaws. Bunch of big old teeth. Just, we fucking open up to the famous.
I really, I wish you would have had no notes. And you would just done shit like that for like 2 hours.
The shark's just like, everyone's like, oh my god, the teeth.
He's the one person. He's the other person.
He's to tell everyone you gotta get out.
Tell him about the teeth, David. David, tell him about the teeth.
The gills are so big, David. All right, guys, we opened up that famous fucking Jaw music by John Williams. Really building that suspense. We're in the ocean.
What music?
It's dun up, turn the some other fucking melody. All right, so movie title Jaws popping up over the screen. We cut to a night bonfire on the beach. Bunch of people just having fun. I'm thinking like, damn, you know what? I need more bonfires on the beach. I don't think we can do it at Juneau, but I'm thinking like, what a missed opportunity. Like, I don't ever have bonfires on the beach, and I live near a beach.
You know, we can't. We got all the turtles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck the turtles,
Yeah,
bro.
Can't be
Have you ever actually seen a turtle?
Scaring them away from our beaches with our fire. We got that red flower.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, there's no turtles in this fucking movie.
Not a one.
Not a one.
Not a fucking one.
Have you seen a turtle, though, come up on the beach at night? All the green algae on it, and it's glowing and shit. It's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not in years.
But it's
but
pretty cool, though,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So, guys, if you haven't seen a turtle with some green algae on its shell, go to the beach at night. Maybe you'll see one.
Me and my buddy, we used to... they used to come and we'd have, like, pool balls. Like...
Oh, like a...
billiards?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'd throw them at turtles when they came on the beach. And we'd kick the babies when they were... No, we wouldn't. No, we would. We'd have the pool cue, and when they were trying to get out to the beach, we'd like line them up on the beach, and we yell, corner pocket, and we'd hit them. It's fun. It's just kid stuff, you know.
Just kid
Growing
stuff.
up in Florida, that's just some shit you do, you know.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
You know. Shout out to PETA. We know you get it. So they're on the beach. Everyone's smoking, drinking,
You know that's not how they pronounce it, right?
PETA, data, data.
I mean, no, it's not. It's an organization. They call themselves PETA.
Well, I'm referring to them
You
as
said
PETA.
it wrong.
Because they're petty.
They like call them the Miami Dolphins. It's the same thing. Data, David. Dolphins.
Fuck it. So they're all drinking, smoking, making out by the fucking bonfire, playing guitar, and we see one guy staring and smiling at this girl, and that's all it takes, because he walks over to her and she immediately runs away from him, and he follows, and he's like, I know what you're laying down, this Tom and Jerry trap shit. So he fucking chases after her, and he's like, where are we going? And she's just stripping. She's like, just fucking follow me. And she just like jumps in, starts swimming. She doesn't even say anything. There's like no words between them. They don't even know each other. But she immediately just starts stripping naked for this dude. They're running over. She gets in the water, starts swimming. And he says, slow down. I'm fucking drunk. Slow down. Wait, I'm coming.
He says I'm not drunk.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said he was drunk. And he keeps saying like, I'm coming. And I'm like, whoa, okay. And they're running. She's stripping. And he's like, oh, I'm definitely coming. And he tumbles down the fucking hill, eats shit, and she jumps in the ocean. And he's talking about, like, I can swim. He's trying to get undressed. And we see the girl. She's swimming in the ocean. It's pitch black out. And I wrote that I guess the sun is rising, but it wasn't. It's kind of, but it's not.
The sun's going down.
It was actually almost. Was it going down? Okay, is that what it was?
Or was it? But you know what? They're on the East Coast.
Yeah, I think it was coming
So
up.
it
I
wouldn't
think it
be
was
going
super
down
late.
over the horizon. It would be
coming up.
Yeah.
So I think it was just super late, and they
Yeah.
were, because it plays into it. We'll get into it. So she's like, get your sweet little ass in the water. I'm like, why did I write that? And then he's like, take it easy. And we get a hot ass POV point of view from something under the water. And then we all of a sudden see her get fucking pulled down just slightly. She comes back up. She's like confused. And then she gets pulled back down and she comes back up. She starts fucking screaming and her fucking body is being thrown around the water, like fucking dragged, like kind of like Shane McMahon, like 200 feet across the fucking water back and forth. And she's not getting pulled under. Her fucking arms are flaring. She's screaming. The dude, we cut back to the dude. Dude's passed out on the fucking beach. He doesn't even hear this, doesn't even acknowledge it. He is out, does not give a fuck. She gets fucking pulled under, and we know she's got to be fucking dead.
Yeah. This is part of what, like, it's silly and it annoys me and why I don't think it holds up. When we see how big the shark is, it, like, pulls her under and she's just confused. It has so many teeth.
Yeah.
Like, it pulling her under, her foot's gone at least.
So I had this...
Like, confusion shouldn't be what's going on.
Well, I had this... Yeah, and that's my big point. That's kind of the acting
Also, the shark's just coming up and getting her. It's not just going to, like, pull her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and then I had, like, a little...
Spielberg.
But then I was starting to think, like, okay,
fucking anti-Semitic name, by the way.
Yeah. But I'm thinking Spielberg knows what he's doing. Like, why would he do this? And I'm thinking, the Jaws, or whoever is, attacking this young lady.
It's the Jaws.
Must have smelled some fish, right? So it's smelling fishy. And he's not trying to eat her. He's smelling something fishy going on. He's trying to get to the fish.
There we go.
So he's kind of like rubbing the nose in there. He's not really like picking her up and down yet.
Okay.
And then once when he fully goes for it, he fully gets the half of the body, and he's like, "This isn't the fish." So he starts like, "This is where's
weird.
the fish?
What's going on?" Yeah,
so
okay.
He's like wrestling around with the body, thinking he's gonna get the fish.
Yeah,
but there's no fish.
There's no fish to be had.
Yeah,
yeah.
But
just a smelly, dirty pussy.
Fucking pH balance was off on that one. Oh my god! But I mean, honestly, the dude who really lucked out. It's the guy passed out on the beach. It's not even the shark.
So I think he lucked out, but for a different reason. You're doing it. We're smelling your vagina. Can I spoil?
Oh, fucking spoil it. It's on the cover, bro.
Like her body parts, like they show up, and like it's known that she was eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
He is so lucky that her body parts showed up on shore. No way. He is not a suspect in her disappearance. It's not like, a shark definitely fucked her up. What? For sure. I don't know. I was following her and then I passed out on the beach and she never came in. You'd be like, all right, buddy.
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you come down to the station and tell us all about it?
Hey, buddy, we live on a fucking island. There's no sharks around, idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
Stupid.
You think we get sharks in Amity? Yeah. Why don't you come down to the station? Tell us about your shark theory.
Which is great because
fucking idiot.
It kind of gets into that a little bit, but we cut to Chief Brody, who is Roy Scheider, but we're gonna fuck that. We're gonna call him Chief Brody, more so just Chief though. But he wakes up to a beautiful sunrise. Wife is up, already fucking just ready to go, and he wakes up like a real man does, like he's just a fucking alpha, So this movie, David, this isn't the first or the last. We're gonna get into some alpha shit through this movie. All right?
I don't think he did.
He woke up
he
and
wakes up and he's like, "Why is the sun getting into our bedroom? The sun didn't used to get into our bedroom."
Well, I guess it's because his wife's a fucking dime piece, and he's got that manly kind of look. And I agree with you. He kind of have a bitch look with the sun in his eyes.
Like,
he should have.
The sun's coming in our window.
Yeah,
I wish. And they have like what looks like heavy duty blinds and curtains, and none of them are closed.
Yeah, none of them. It seems like he should be used to waking up like this, but isn't. Yeah. That's the one simp shit that he did in this movie. But he's an alpha. Spielberg.
He does a few. I don't know why you're talking. He's like, I don't want to go in the water.
No, he does. Yeah.
I don't want to do.
I misspoke at that
You're
one point.
making him up to be like this.
Well, because Spielberg makes a point of doing this, and it if you don't think about it, it can kind of go by you. And I'm sure most people who've watched this movie don't think about it. But this whole movie is about male interaction. It's not even about the fucking Jaws. It's about
for sure
who is the biggest alpha male in this movie. And then we're gonna touch on it more. Don't worry. We're not gonna die hard here.
You just moved. You're blocking that.
Oh yeah.
go.
Sorry, yeah. But she's already bitching about feeding the dogs, and he's like, "Oh, fucking feed them." And then she asks if you see the kids, and he's like, "They must be in the back." I just woke up, bitch.
Yeah.
Right? They must be in the backyard. I don't fucking know. Immediately, the son comes in bleeding, saying he got cut and he got hit by a vampire. And then fucking Chief Brody's like, tell him those swings are fucking dangerous. And Mom tells him she thinks he's going to live.
Thank God.
Thank God. So Chief gets a call, and we're talking house phone call, right? It's 1975. We hear Chief tell someone to keep...
House phone call. He picks up one phone and like, oh, not that one.
I didn't even notice that.
He had fucking two phones on the wall. It grabs the wrong one for. I don't know. Spoiler alert. I didn't live in 1975. Is that a thing? You get two phones on the wall.
Maybe because we come to find out, maybe he's the chief, so maybe he's got an extra phone for chief shit.
Chief shit.
Yeah, chief shit. You know.
All right, that's fair.
Just a thought. I don't know. I actually didn't even see him pick up the second phone, but that's pretty funny. But he ends up running off. He gets a phone call. Tells his wife that there's a missing person. Season hasn't even fucking started, and nobody's even here yet, but there's already a fucking missing person. And she responds by saying, "Listen, Chief, be careful, will ya?" Gives him a little kiss, and I'm just like, oh my God, that's so cute.
And he says, "Why don't you go sit on the wash machine, get warmed up for when I get home?"
That's exactly what he says.
Yeah.
And then
Dirty movie. I don't know how it got a PG rating.
Yeah, I don't know how at all. But he says really quick to another young boy who says, "Hi, Dad." So now we know he has two sons, because what alpha male doesn't?
Why'd you build the suspense for that one?
Because what alpha male?
Another young boy who says, "Hi, Dad." So now we know it's two sons.
Because what alpha male doesn't, David? That was the point. I got to hit the punchline.
All right. The house that he leaves.
So nice.
I don't know if it is the same house, but it looks just like the house in the movie Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yeah, it does.
There we go.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one with Jim Carrey, right?
Yeah.
It does, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised because he's like on an island little town thing, right?
He's in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not Amity, but fuck.
Yeah.
Might be. But it's, yeah, beautiful two-story house. And we see Chief drive off in like an old, nice Chief police truck. He drives over to Amity Island. And what we see as he's driving over to Amity Island, we see the sign. It says, "Amity Island welcomes you, 50th Annual Regatta, July 4th through the 10th. So we know something big's coming to this fucking town, and it's not just Jaws. We are back on the same beach.
Should we go in 2 years?
Huh? Yeah. Oh, dude, we should.
In 2 years, it'll be the 100th Annual Regatta in Amity. I mean,
Oh.
we got to go to the 100th anniversary.
And we're just building suspense. The whole time we got binoculars. We're looking out towards the water. We're warning people.
I don't know if this town exists. We would not be the only people doing that.
Yeah. Just be careful,
There's no way there aren't people who are way more knowledgeable about the movie Jaws who are, if this town exists, are going and are going to do that. They're going to be full character.
Yeah. That would actually be great to see, though.
People dress as fucking the chief.
And then you're fucking with them.
The one guy
you go out
with
in the beach,
and
you're like, oh, no! The guy, he swims out to try and save you, and you're like, I'm just kidding.
That's right, because of the movie.
Yeah, right? And he fucking
It's
slaps
funny,
you.
right? Because the movie is here.
That'd be fucking great. But we were back on the same beach that we saw the naked drunk dude passed out on, and he's now talking to Chief Brody, and he's like, "Listen, you gotta believe me, man." Chief immediately is like, "Hold on, you're telling me nobody else saw her go out in the water besides you?"
Chief, look, I know how this sounds, all right? I know how this sounds. I swear to God, this is what happened. I know it sounds ridiculous.
Listen, I was sort of passed
chasing
out.
after her, but she was into it.
I was literally mid-undressing, and I passed out. And Chief is like,
She never came in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're telling me you had a naked woman 20 feet out in front of you in the water wanting to fuck, and you passed out in the sand?
You're right. I got to talk to a lawyer.
Yeah, that's how it would fucking go. There's no way Chief is like, well, I mean,
All right, someone. We'll try to find her.
you mean she ran out on you? And drunk guy's like, me? She was fucking begging for it. You should have saw the way that sweet little ass fucking teased me. But then, I had some trouble, undressing, and I just passed out, and I think she might have drowned. Chief is like, in my head, like, holy shit, this guy's a fucking psycho and totally raped and murdered that girl. But he doesn't. He's like, all right, I believe you. But the drunk guy says, look, I reported it to you, didn't I? He's just like fucking rambling. And really, Chief's not, I'm just like writing bullshit. Chief's not really saying shit. And he's just like, you could tell that the guy is like nervous. He's like, you believe me, right? Like, I didn't do it. And finally, Chief is, well, I don't know how, but he's not suspicious at all. And then casually asks, all right, do you live here? And the guy's like, no, Hartford. He goes, all right, totally makes sense. Only
I wish the guy would have been like, on the beach? No. This is
yeah.
It's a beach, Chief.
Yeah. But then he says he's an Islander, and Chief says he's not and is from New York City. So we're like, Chief, what are you doing, bro? You're living on an island, and you're from fucking New York. They hear some whistling alarm up ahead, and they run towards it. We see a cop blowing a whistle while playing in the sand. We find a bunch of crabs eating away at the remains of the girl whose cooch smelt like fish. So those crabs, got attracted to it too, and now we're just eating away. It's kind of like that scene from Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon. They just fucking leave them right on the beach ready to get crabbed away.
That was wild.
All the crab people start walking up and they're singing crab people.
Crab people.
And just slowly drag them into the water. We cut to the police station where drunk guy is drinking some water. He's finally getting some water in his system,
Good for him.
Yeah. And he's fucking distraught.
Think it was Kangen water?
No. Fuck no. He would have been so hydrated if it was.
He would have fucked that girl out in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Damn sure.
Yeah,
because that'll work somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he is...
Everyone has sex floating in the ocean.
He cannot. He's just like replaying the image of that sweet little ass getting annihilated in front of him just over and over. He's just like, I can't believe it. I can't. I just like in his head, he's sitting there like he knew he just sat there and watched her get murdered.
Yeah.
And then said, fuck it, and just passed out. Like he didn't even care enough to get up and leave. But some woman walks in and says to a cop, well, you're up awful early. Is the chief here? And she is just the worst. I'm telling you, she's in the movie for like 2 minutes, and you're just like, yeah, she's sweet, but she's in everyone's business. I don't like her. She's asking everyone all these fucking personal questions. And so she walks in saying, Chief, what have you got on? And we see Chief Brody, and he says to her, if this new filing system is to work, you got to keep this outdated stuff off my desk. Just depending, all right? And he is her master because she responds, yes, Chief. Your wish is my command. And then goes on about how Karate Kids are fucking up people's fences and Roy doesn't give a fuck at all. Chief doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, does not respond.
Yeah. Sometimes Karate Kids are going to fuck up fences.
Yeah.
Right? What do you want me to do about it? What am I, the chief of police?
If I get punched through a board and there's boards in front of me, what do you think I'm going to do? So then she then hands him a phone telling him it's the medical inspector. And she literally won't shut the fuck up about 4th of July. And he wants a list of all the water activities that the city fathers, which is such a weird way. I had to write that down because I was like, why would he refer to, is that like a normal thing or is it just like a 1975 thing? There's city fathers? I thought there was just like a mayor.
So there's city council people.
Yeah, but he referred to them as the city fathers.
Yeah, no, I'm well aware of that. I don't think city fathers is a thing anymore. But I got to assume like that could have been a thing back then, and people were like, well, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Well, let's call them city council members.
Yeah.
You're like, that makes so much more sense. Let's do it.
There you go. His little history lesson for you guys.
Yeah.
But Chief is trying to like hurry up because he's like, oh my God, my worst fear is coming true.
The city fathers are coming.
The city fathers are coming. And there must be some type of attack that happened in the waters that was not done by that psychopath that I just talked to. Because he had no remorse for the dead girl that he was just about to fuck. He had nothing. He didn't feel bad or anything. He's just like, listen, I didn't do it.
He's like, I got to get back to Hartford.
Yeah. Okay. I got
shit to do in Hartford.
So Chief is like, listen, we got to close down the fucking, I got to get the city fathers together. We got to get beach closed signs. All right, where are the beach closed signs? And they're like, we don't have any beach closed signs.
You think we closed the beach? This is Amity, baby. We ain't closing shit around here.
Never had beach closed signs. So some random guy is bitching. So Chief is walking out his office, and there's other cops around the fucking distraught dude, and there's just some random dude. Never gets brought back up again, and he's just sitting like outside the door while Chief is trying to tell people what to do, and he is just saying like random shit.
Chief, there's a fucking truck.
There's a truck outside of
with Maryland tags. It's with Vermont tags, something like that. New Hampshire tags. It's been parked in front of my store all day.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a bomb in it. I don't care.
What he tells you, he goes, fill out the form. And so he walks out as he's saying that, and he gives a stern walk through the city. And the old guy who complained about his fence getting fucking karate kicked finds Chief, and we know that because what he says. He starts talking about the fence getting kicked in, so we're like, oh, this is the fucking dude who was complaining about it.
I'll show you the fence. This is the fence right up here.
And he's like, yeah, I'll call it in later, man. And then Chief, I don't know why I kept referring to him as Roy in the beginning. Chief goes over into a store, buys some beach stuff, and there's people walking all over town. I mean, this is a 1975 feel because there's people everywhere. And like clockwork, the moment he walks out, I refer to him as his little cuck deputy, pulls up, like, Your Majesty, Chief, Paulie sent me to tell you there's a bunch of Boy Scouts in Averill Bay doing their mile swim for their merit badges. I couldn't call them in because there's no phones in the water. It's the dumbest fucking line I ever heard. He literally is like, I can't call them. There's no phones. They're in the water. And
Chief, phones don't go in the water.
It wouldn't work because it needs to be landlined. So Chief tells them to fucking beat it. To fucking literally get lost. Get the fuck out of the car. Get out. And then hands him a bunch of shit and goes, walk that shit back to the office.
Do you know how he says it? He doesn't do it as aggressively as you, but he does it way weirder. He says,
beat it. Scram.
No. He says, all right, out you go.
Yeah. Get lost.
All right, out you go. And the guy gets out of the car, and Chief drives it. I assume the guy walked back to the station. All right, out you go.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay. Hops out.
All right, fine. That's why I call him the cuck, because I'm like, dude, this guy was just he'll do anything fucking Chief tells him. But yeah, beach is closed. No swimming by orders of Amity PD. Wow, look at that. Then tells him, let Paulie do the printing. And Cuck is like, what's wrong with my printing? And Chief is like, listen here, you little fucking cuck. You'll do as you're fucking told, all right? Right now, I'm telling you, let Paulie do the fucking printing.
So he didn't say all of that, but is any of that true?
Yeah,
I don't remember. He said, let
happened.
Paulie do the printing, and he said, what's wrong with my printing?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, if he's going to say that, I'm going to take it to another level.
That's so great.
But yeah, that actually happened.
So great.
He's like, all right, tell Paulie to do the printing for the beach signs. He's like, what's wrong with my printing? He's like, let Paulie do the fucking printing, all right?
That's great.
It was awesome. I fucking loved it. And Cook's like, yes, sir. So Chief tells him to say it like a fucking man, all right? Say it with your fucking chest. So Cook gets louder. He's like, yes, sir. And Chief smiles, winks at him, and tells him to drive off. And then he drives off. He gets in the car, winks at him, drives off. Fucking love it. Just alpha male shit. That's what I'm talking about. This is the first. All right? We get deeper into it. Chief tells him straight up. So we know Chief wins round number 1. He is the alpha male in this town thus far. And then some random guy comes out asking for Chief. And the cuck walks up to him. And they just so happen to meet as the fucking parade is forming in the street. So now we come to find out that guy is the mayor. And the mayor and them are talking about the shark attack at the beach this morning. And there's like literally so many people in the town. I guess it actually was a parade that was forming.
Yeah, they had the big 4th of July thing coming up. It was the start of the weekend.
Yeah.
They're getting ready. It's a big time of the year for Amity.
Oh, yeah. Big time. That's why the mayor's all over the place right now. But the Boy Scout coach is insulting the Boy Scouts in the comfort of his fucking kayak. So we cut to that like the Boy Scouts doing their mile swim, and the fucking coach is literally yelling, "Come on, you cook! Keep your arms up! Hurry up! Keep it going!" Just like, I mean, kind of motivating them, but at the same time, just like fucking kind of insulting them. It's kind of funny. Chief is there, and he is approached by a group of guys in suits. Big deal.
The Chief is the only person on like a water taxi. He's standing there, and then a car is coming up fast, and you see the guy who runs it like do something to make it so the car can drive up onto the thing. And then Chief does not notice the car.
Yeah.
He has his back to the car. He's just looking forward. And then people get out of the car, and the guy comes like, "Hey, Brody!" And he's like, "Oh."
What? And it's like, yeah, there's like multiple dudes in suits.
This might be my favorite scene in the fucking movie. This guy shows up. He's got like he's holding a cigarette, but he's not smoking. He's like, "Heard you're thinking about shutting down the beach.
Yeah.
I don't think that'd be a very good idea, Chief. I think it'd be more important for you to play ball, because this is a big weekend for old Amity. This is where we make all our money."
We don't want you rushing into something serious, all right? We know it's your first summer.
On what authority are you closing it down? He's like, "I didn't know I needed authority." They're like, "Well, I mean, according to the books, you do need authority. We're not here to really, we're not here to throw the rule book at you. We're just letting you, according to the books, you would need it. And we trust you, Chief, but we think it'd be better for everybody if we just went ahead and kept those beaches open a little while longer."
All right, Chief, and here's something else too, all right? It's your first summer here, all right? It's your first summer here, all right? And you got to learn, in Amity, this is a summer town, okay? This is summer town. This is your first summer, and we need them summer dollars.
He does say summer dollars.
Because
summer dollars. I love summer dollars so much.
We need them summer dollars because this is a summer movie.
There we go.
Like a summer movie that's like for Christmas.
Yeah, but summertime.
All these people, they travel here during summer. But then they watch it during Christmas. We need them summer dollars.
Summertime.
Summertime feel. And says, if people can't swim here, they'll be glad to swim at the beaches of Cape Cod, the Hamptons, Long Island. And Chief is like,
Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, Martha's Vineyard. Chief is, that doesn't mean we serve them to the smorgasbord. And great word. Haven't heard that since 1970s. And they're like, Chief, think of the money. Think of the power.
Chief, we're missing out on an awful lot of summer dollars by you wanting to close these things down, all right?
Yeah.
So we all just need to cool off.
Just need to cool off.
Drink a 7-Up.
And they're like, listen,
eat a moon pie. You ever see that video? The guy's the sheriff in Polk County.
Yep.
Where they were talking about the murder rate. And he goes, "I just don't get it. And hey, everybody, chill out. Drink a 7-Up. Eat a moon pie.
Moon pies are fucking...
Quit murdering people." This is what he's saying on the fucking TV.
And it makes sense. I mean, if you had a moon pie, you're way less inclined to murder someone.
But also, I don't think it's a good combination.
No.
7-Up and a moon pie.
Oh, your stomach is
Yeah,
fucked.
you got a moon pie and you're like,
And
I
that's
want
probably
to
the
wash it
reasoning.
down with some 7-Up.
That's probably the reasoning. Your stomach's going to be so fucked up, you can't go
Can't go
murder.
murder on moon pie and 7-Up.
The only thing being murdered is your asshole.
That's true.
That's damn true.
And these guys are then like, they've not gotten to where Chief wanted to go. And these guys are like, all right, Chief, glad you saw it our way. Hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
Turn it around. Take us on back. He's like almost to where they're going to be.
Yeah.
And then Charlie like, all right, we're going back.
Yeah. And they're trying to go on like, listen, we've never had this kind of trouble before, all right? A boating accident could have annihilated that girl like that, all right?
Could have just fucking destroyed her.
Yeah,
we got a maniac on our hands who murdered this girl on the boat.
Why don't we just put it on that fucking nobody?
that fucking kid from Hartford. Pin it on him.
Nobody fucking cares about him.
We get the summer dollars.
Think about that. Grabs him, shakes him.
Summer dollar. That kid, who is he? Huh? Nobody cares about him. He's from fucking Hartford, Connecticut.
No sympathy for that fucking girl. And you're trying to protect him? You're trying to protect that fucking murderer? Oh, my God. Yeah, so he pulls the chief along. He's like, listen, man. No, I can't do it. It was the fucking same joke again. It's like, it's a summer girl swimming in the summer. It's a summer movie. It's fucking summer, bro.
Summer girl swimming in the summer water.
We got a summer holiday coming up. Right? It's summer, bro. I'm dying here, man.
Guys, for editing purposes, we're going to take a quick break. But don't go anywhere. We've barely started this fucking movie. Stick around. And we're back. FUDJ.
Fudge. Guys, dude, just like that. Chief Brody is like, man, listen to yourself. I get it. It's a summertime movie. I love summertime movies, but I'm just reacting how any fucking person would, right? It's not anything against the summer.
He's saying it was a summer girl swimming in a summer ocean.
I get it.
In
It's
a summer
hot.
town.
Yeah.
With her summer dollars.
But then the guy, the dude in the suit gets real personal. He's like, listen, right? It's all psychological. You yell barracuda and everybody says, what? You yell shark, we get a panic on our hands during the best holiday of the summer on the 4th of July. And then we cut to the beach. Basically, what we find out is that dude got by what he wanted. He
won.
got, yeah. He won. Perfectly said, David. We cut to little Jimmy. I call him little Jimmy. I don't know why. He looks like a little Jimmy to me. We see a little Jimmy on the beach. He's coming out the ocean. He's walking up to his mom, to his little beach towel, and little Jimmy begs his mom for just 10 more minutes in the water. Just 10. Come on, Mom. If I had one life to live, can I just get 10 more minutes? And she lets him.
But she says, look at your fingers. They're starting to prune.
Oh, yeah.
Is there,
It's got to be a decent amount of time in the water.
but is there something wrong with your fingers pruning?
I think she's just trying to say, you've been in there enough.
Yeah, but fucking summer.
Yeah, it's summer.
Summertime.
Summer.
We spent our summer dollars to come to the summer town to go swimming in the summer water.
And, what's 10 more minutes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she lets him. And then we see Chief Brody sitting on the beach watching everyone. He's a little nervous. It shows everyone having fun without a care in the world. It is a summertime feel. Even the dog is swimming, having fun. A joy for the whole family, you know? And then Chief thinks he sees a shark, but it's just a guy with a black swimming cap on. Then he thinks a girl's getting dragged under, but it's just some dude flirting with her. All while some guy is walking up to him, talking about how he's got a problem at his house. Literally, he's just imagine you're staring out and you're just highly focused, and some dude knows you're the chief of police and just comes down hey man, I got these problems going on. Can you fix these?
You know what I might have just realized?
Huh?
Not one black person in this movie.
Holy shit. Oh my
Right?
God.
I don't think there's one. Guys, there are so many extras in this movie.
There
are a million people
yeah.
in this fucking movie.
And back in the day, you
Not
can't
one of them's
CGI this shit. You have to have those extras. You can't just copy and paste the extras and put them in the back.
Not a one.
Wow, Steven
That's why
Spielberg.
Braden likes this movie so much. Braden's like, it definitely holds up today. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Not one black. He calls them blacks.
Wow, just shows, man. Steven Spielberg, dude. What the fuck, bro? You got a problem?
Wild.
Maybe there was just none where they were shooting. I'm fuck, man.
Fucking cast one. 0 black actors in the world.
Well, and that's where Hollywood's made some good changes, you know. We're seeing so much more equality amongst Hollywood. I mean, it's just nice to see. It's refreshing. I mean, Tinkerbell being black, that's what I need in my life. I don't need some blonde fucking Goldilocks blonde dust flying around. I need some culture in my life, David.
Moviechat.org. No people of color. Jaws, 1975. There's a whole discussion.
Not one.
There's a whole discussion. So not even black. That's people of color in general, I believe.
Yeah. Now, is it more racist that the sharks apparently like white people? I mean, I know there's no blacks in this movie, but I guess it's somewhat safe to say the sharks are going after white people.
I mean, in this movie, absolutely.
Right?
I think this movie, they were like, black people don't swim, so why would we... Yeah.
Yeah. Steven
I said
Spielberg.
don't, not
He's
can't.
assuming the worst. He's like, I don't want to deal with all these, these people. I'm like, what? Steven. I'm sure people were on set like, there's only white people here.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. Absolutely.
What? Why do you...
That's how we make this movie the best it could possibly be.
Who do you
Am I
think
the
am?
only one getting this? What
Yeah.
are you even talking about?
What are you trying to sell to the American public? What are you
All right.
going to feed the sharks black people?
Yeah.
No.
No.
They're not going to buy that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So Chief is just this guy is just getting all up in his space, being like, Chief, I got these problems at my house. People want to fucking park in front of my fucking place. It's like another one of those fucking things. Oh yeah, there's fucking cats sitting outside of my fucking house. Fuck this guy. He's like literally bombarding Chief's fucking personal space, talking about cats in a red zone.
He's like, I'll come stomp him out.
Yeah.
I'll be by tonight. Don't you worry.
And Chief literally never looks at this guy like an alpha male does. Because once again, this movie is all about alpha males.
Yeah, keep talking. What's he doing a fucking minute?
So, yeah, you're right. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. We're going to get to it. But now his wife is trying to come for him, and all the kids run in the water. The old guy with the black swimming cap walks up to Chief and says, this is crazy. He says, "It's cold. We know all about you, Chief. You don't go in the water at all, do you?" And Chief tells him, "Yeah, that's a bad hat." It's a weird line to kind of say back, but it's kind of weird that this dude who's like 70 or 80 years old, come up and be like, "Whole town knows about you, Chief. Yeah. We know we don't like the water."
Afraid of the water, huh?
Yeah.
You picked a summer town in the summer water?
Yeah, you live on the fucking ocean, and you're scared of the water? Fuck is wrong with you? But his wife tells him he's uptight and starts massaging him. Very similar to the way Conor McGregor's wife was massaging him at UFC 285, right next to Jake Gyllenhaal. So some guy is looking for the dog we saw swimming earlier, and now we only see the stick just floating in the water. And we're like, are you fucking kidding me? And what's the worst part about it?
We didn't get to see the dog die.
We didn't get to see the dog die, but the dog is black hair. So we do have almost.
I don't think black labs have gone through the same.
We're not comparing the past, bro.
I think
I'm just saying there's one black
thing
in this movie. Yeah.
Call them things, Braden, all right? You're comparing dogs to black people right now.
I'm just
trying to make it seem like Spielberg's a bad guy.
All right, so we cut to a POV, another point of view shot of something swimming in the water, and start to get the famous John Williams Jaws music. Darn it. Something swims.
No. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I was trying to make it faster.
Why?
Because time is of the essence, Dave.
Yeah, but that's not where we pick. We don't pick a fucking. You say it like a tone deaf monster. Everyone knows the Jaws music, and you did the beginning of Shipping Up to Boston. You went dun 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 dun. Like that's what you were doing.
It's a good song.
That's dun.
And maybe I did do that. All right. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. Okay.
Dun
Dun
dun.
All right, so something's swimming under some people and then swims up to a leg of someone, and we see blood start exploding out the water. The person's flaring their fucking arms all over the place. And then we get the famous, this is one of the best shots ever created. I forget exactly what it's called, but I'm going to explain how they do it. We get the famous shot, what they're doing is they're pushing in the camera physically as they're zooming out, so it creates this effect like the whole world is collapsing around you, and we see that as we're looking at the Chief's face, realizing someone's getting shark attacked, and he's like, I can't fucking believe it. And that's when the alpha turns into a simp. So everyone's fucking running out. Huh?
Beta.
Yeah. Simp.
Not the same. You alpha, beta, those are the two.
Yeah.
Those two.
But simp is like,
it's different.
It's different, but it's very similar to beta. But so that person is dying. We see a leg float to the ground, like, oh, that girl got fucked up.
And it's the boy.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
He fucking Chief Brody sprints to the ocean and then like digs his heels in right before he gets to the water, and he's like, you gotta get them out of the water.
Everyone out of the water. But like that's already fucking, everyone knows that because everyone's already running out. And there's all these other people that actually end up running in to grab like a a group of kids and help pull them out faster, and he stops right.
Nice.
He won't even put his foot in the fucking water.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy is shitted.
He like got a little ways, like ah! Grab people, he's like, stop that, stop the water.
Yeah, but everyone gets out the water, and a mother is calling for Alex, and we only see a bloody, ripped-up life jacket floating up to the shore of the beach. So we're like, oh, that kid got fucked up.
It's a kid whose hands were starting to prune.
That is the
Fucking
kid.
dead.
Yeah, look at that.
Just let him go back in, Mom.
Oh, just 10 more
His
minutes.
hands were starting to prune.
Look at him now. Now we cut to a town hall meeting because everyone's like, what the fuck happened to that kid? Everyone's gathered around trying to discuss what happened. Some people are freaking out, like holding kids and like crying. And
Mom is offering $3,000 to whoever can kill the shark that killed her kid. This woman's wild. Fucking blood for blood.
But there's a bunch of people who are like debating, like, there's no way it was a shark. We haven't had sharks in these waters ever.
Blood for blood.
Yeah. Man. But some dude who thinks he's a fucking alpha tells everyone to quiet down and ask if there are any special questions, which this other guy who also thinks he's an alpha sitting next to him says, is that 3,000 bounty on the shark in cash or check? Because that's
Everybody laughs except for one like uptight bitch who goes, I don't think that's funny.
Yeah, and she's
I'm
like,
sorry, I don't think that's funny.
is she like got like a Boston accent? Like what? She had like some type of
New York.
Yeah.
Don't you disparage the good name of Boston.
A bunch of people.
If it was Boston, she would have fucking laughed at that.
Yeah.
She would have laughed wicked hard at that.
Oh yeah, so wicked hard.
That's a wicked hard laughing came you there.
Dude who thinks he's an alpha turns to Chief and asks him to speak, and Chief tells them, we're going to put on extra summer deputies and use shark spotters on the beach. It's like, well, I guess, well, they don't have sharks, so I guess they wouldn't have it before, but...
do you think...
But have some fucking more lifeguards or some shit, you know? You gotta go.
That's like, do you think you go to Juno Beach and they have specific shark spotters?
Well, I think
Just the lifeguards. Or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have extra shark spotters.
And like, what are we?
It's like there's a lifeguard standing on each side of it. There's a shark spotter.
But what the fuck is a shark spotter? They're binoculars, right?
They're just looking for sharks all day.
It's like
what
nonsense to call them shark spotters.
They do. That's what they're doing. They're spotting sharks.
Yeah, but
They see anything else, they let someone else waste their time with that shit. All right,
they're
spotting sharks, and that's it.
I think they're shark spotters. But that same woman who's fucking pissed says, "Are you going to close the beaches?" And there's like a pause, and Chief is like, "Yes, we are." And everyone starts freaking out. Like, how dare you close the beach?
It's summertime.
It's fucking summer. Once again, the other dude who thinks he's a fucking alpha.
The mayor.
Yeah, which is the mayor.
Give him a little bit of respect. Jesus.
I actually wrote it right
Man
after.
runs the whole town.
I literally wrote right after I said it, I go, which now I think it's got to be the mayor. He's got to be the mayor, right? In my head, I'm like, yeah, he's got to be the mayor. Like, he's talking too much. Everyone's giving him too much respect. But it says for 24 hours, like kind of like cuts off the chief. It says, 24 hours. We'll close the beach for 24 hours.
Do you have down what one lady yells in the background?
Yeah. Yeah. And Chief says, I didn't agree to that. And then we hear someone yell out, 24 hours is like 3 weeks.
Because it's summer. This is summer town. They need the summer dollars.
24 hours?
That's 3 weeks.
I can't go to the beach for 1 day.
I can't go for 3 weeks.
David, there's like 16 hours of daylight. You're telling me I can't go to the beach?
24, that's a day and a half.
Yeah. Killing me. And then this has been stolen so many times. We hear nails on the fucking chalkboard. And everyone shut the fucks up. Turns around.
So I don't know that it's been stolen in anything that wasn't a parody.
Yeah,
Like
you're right.
South Park's done it, but
Yeah.
it's Cartman doing it. Like,
I wouldn't doubt that like some Disney movie that's not really it's somewhat a comedy, but somewhat like a drama kind of maybe did it. I'm sure. But yeah,
The
you're right.
Lion
Mostly.
King?
Yeah. Oh,
that chalkboard
Yeah.
scene where
David.
where Scar scratches the chalkboard.
Oh, and he wasn't being fucking funny.
No,
he
Scar
was
was
setting
not.
the tone.
Scar's about to kill his brother.
Yeah.
What a monster that guy
And you know
was.
what? Scar's like,
Kills monster, kills his brother, and then makes his brother's son believe that it's his fault.
yeah.
Guy's a piece of shit. That guy Scar is no good.
No good.
No good at all.
And then they found the conspiracy about it when he's chilling in his den. The bones that he's picking his teeth with. Who do you think?
Mufasa's bones?
Mufasa.
That's fucking dark.
Yeah.
That's
No,
fucking
they
dark. He's picking his teeth
they
with his
connected
dead
it.
brother's bones?
Yeah, they connected it, and it's his dead brother.
How did they connect it?
I don't know. I would have to fucking show you. We'll look it up after this.
Was this real? And they
Yeah.
went and did an autopsy of the bones?
Well, they were like, there was something small and specific about it that was like, oh yeah, this is Mufasa because of that.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, which means he ate his fucking dead brother.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm like, all right, Lion
His
King
brother
jumps up.
his brother was the king.
The king.
He killed this is some Game of Thrones shit.
Oh, yeah.
He killed him and he's picking his teeth with his brother's bones.
Yeah, that's Scar.
And
for
his
ya.
brother's fucking widow is out hunting. Going to
him.
bring him food.
licking him when she
Fucking
comes back.
nuts, dude.
Oh, my
What a
God.
crazy movie that is.
I'm pretty sure Simba was around it too, because that was like in the beginning, remember? And then he had the bird that was like trapped.
Simba leaves right
yeah,
after they try
You're
to
right.
kill Simba.
Yeah,
But fucking Simba gets out somehow.
yeah, dude. Great. I'm gonna have to show you, man. I'm gonna find that video and show it to you.
Man.
But the guy turns and says to them, "You all know me. Know how I earn a living. I'll catch this bird for you, but it ain't gonna be easy. Bad fish. Not like going down to the pond and chasing bluegills or tomicods. This shark will swallow you whole." And everyone's like, holy shit. That guy knows exactly what he's talking about. And then tells him basically, it's not going to be cheap. I need a lot more than 3,000, chief. Tells him he'll find him for 3,000, but he'll catch him and kill him for 10. I'm like, oh shit. I like it.
$10,000 present day, $56,000.
Yeah. There you go. And then
I'd kill a shark for $56,000.
me too. I would be out there so fast, dude. And then says, you got to make up your minds, all right? You want to stay alive and ante up, or are you going to play it cheap and be on welfare the whole winter? Because once again, this movie is a summertime movie, but it's made for Christmas. So he understands like this is a season
Christmas
thing.
and summer, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing.
Exactly, man. Yeah, so he gets it. And he lays it down simply for everyone else to get it, and everyone does. And they're like, oh shit, this guy ain't a fisherman. He's a fucking salesman. Because he got me hooked. Get it? I just came up with that. Boom!
You fucking ruined it. Your salesman line is great. You ruined it by adding the hook thing.
You gotta fucking ruin it.
So, no, you don't. You can just be funny on here. You're allowed to do that.
David, I've never been allowed to be
This
funny.
guy's not a
before.
fisherman. He's a salesman.
Then also
And
tells
then you
him,
made him a fisherman.
yeah,
You
Right.
you just fucking completely flipped your joke over. He's not a fisherman. He's a salesman. He got me hooked.
You never
'cause
know.
he's really a fisherman.
Because I'm back and forth, yeah. You never know. All right, got to keep him on their toes.
Fuck you, man.
But he also tells him he doesn't want any help. All right, I don't want help from any of you fucking bitches.
I don't want you cutting into my profits.
And why is that, David? Because it's not just about profits. What's it about?
I don't know.
Being the fucking alpha male. He looks at every dude in here. He's like, I don't need any fucking help from you bitches, you fucking pussies. But I will do it for 13 fucking grand.
He then walks out, and a small man with a dog follows him. That guy doesn't say anything, and we never see that guy again in this movie.
Yeah.
What's his deal?
I don't know. That is a good point. There's a lot of little random
He's
things.
wearing like a crossing guards outfit.
It's probably where Spielberg fucked up. Got too many extras.
I love that he put that's one of my favorite parts that this guy was in it.
Yeah. He's like,
Spielberg
follow
didn't
him.
fuck up.
I'll bring it in later.
He's like, just walk with him.
Yeah.
Or I won't.
Yeah.
Bring it up later, or maybe not.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Walk with him.
But the mayor is like, shit, all right, we'll think about it. But then he's trying to act alpha in front of a real alpha, and it's just not adding up. So we see them putting up beach closed signs all along the beach, and then Chief is reading up on sharks. He's seeing all these dead bodies in the books, and I'm like, yeah, brings back memories. I used to have a shark book. I used to look at the exact same shit. It was also in black and white. And I'm thinking it might be the same book. But Chief is like, no one knows how long sharks live for. It could be 2,000-3,000 years. I was like, there's no fucking way it's 2,000 to 3,000 years. Yeah, David, get us on the facts. But she tells him, you want to get drunk and fool around? And he's like, oh, yeah. She tells him, Mikey, their son's loves his present and that he's sitting in it, and it's a small boat sitting in the water attached to the dock near the shore. So the son's outside. It's like in the backyard, and he loves the boat, which is kind of weird that his dad is so afraid of boats and the water, but buys his son it and lives
on the
water.
water. You can't. Yeah.
No, yeah.
You can't be like, we're going to live on the water, but I'm afraid of the water, so you can't do any water shit.
Yeah.
Most sharks live 20 to 30 years, but some species can live far longer. At the extreme end of the longevity scale are Greenland sharks, which can live at least 272 years, making them the longest-lived vertebrates in existence.
That is pretty crazy, but that is a long stretch from 2,000 to 3,000 years. So, Steven.
Well, at least.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
At
Well,
least
knows?
272.
Could get up to 2,000.
Yeah, but probably 20.
Yeah. Chief is worried. He doesn't know the rules and regulations before he goes out on the water on his own. We cut to two guys.
Got something we call rules and regs around here, right?
Yeah. He's from New York City. He's not from the small islands, you know? We got the two guys canoeing. They attach something to a tire that's attached to the dock, and they throw it in the ocean.
It's his wife's roast. She bought the roast. She was going to make it for supper.
There you go. Nice. We cut back to the chief looking at the shark photos. It's smoking aces. When they cut back again to something, taking the tire and rips half the fucking dock. This is like that first Godzilla movie scene. You know what I'm saying? Where the guy's fishing. You don't remember that? I mean, he stole. So once again, stole from this. So in the first Godzilla movie, the dude. This is the first time they introduced Godzilla, and he's fishing, and something is like happening in the water, and it's raining out. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" And then all of a sudden, his string just starts getting taken out, and then all of a sudden, the fucking dock just starts to break, and the old guy's running, and he barely escapes, and then he goes to the hospital room, and the guy's like waving a flame over him. He's like, "Godzilla, Godzilla." Cool shit, bro. Cool shit. So it's just like that. Yeah, just like that. Fucking literally half the dock rips off into fucking the water, and the guy falls into the ocean, and we see the dock attached to something, and the dock starts fucking coming back towards the guy. The guy's swimming, and there's another dude who's at the end of the dock that's still out of the water, and he's like, "Take my hand," and the guy's like, "I can't get up." He's trying so hard, and the dock's about to come and get him, and then he finally gets on the dock, and he's safe. Yeah, so that was suspenseful. Yeah, thank God, because that guy was really important. We cut to the chief on the dock with a bunch of people, and we meet Hooper, who is Richard Dreyfuss. Hoop, hoop. Chief sees guys trying to go out in the ocean with sticks of fucking dynamite, and he's like trying to stop him. He's like, you should not do that.
What do you? Oh, okay, Mom.
Yeah,
I won't bring the dynamite.
Okay, chief of police. This is crazy because the chief of police could tell anyone to do anything. You know?
Yeah.
But Hooper tries to also tell some men on the boat to listen to the chief, and they basically tell him to fuck off. And he does, while saying, "You're all going to die." And he kind of like laughs. I'm like, wow, I guess Hooper really knows his shit. He said that confidently as fuck. So Chief wants roadblock signs to stop all of these people from showing up, from trying to kill the shark. So that $3,000 bounty, as what David said in the beginning, got everyone like around the world to show up in small boats just ready to dynamite the fuck out of sharks.
From all corners of the earth.
Yeah. And it's blowing the fuck out of, like, it's blowing Chief's mind. Chief's like, dude, we got to put up roadblock signs everywhere.
And there's boats with like fucking 10 people on it.
Yeah, and they're so small, too. It's like they could barely fit.
You splitting it 10 ways, though?
And it's like, where are you going to put the shark?
$300 a guy?
Yeah, I guess you're going to...
It's insane.
Yeah, they actually, there was a line that says, like, whoa, what's 3,000 divided by 4? You going to put me on the spot?
Yeah.
750?
Nailed it.
Is it?
Fucking nailed it, yeah.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
guesstimate right there,
Okay.
baby. We see a bunch of boats headed out towards the water, and the guys are hyped. I mean, one guy is saying, "Wait till we get them silly bastards down in the rock pile. There'll be some fun. They'll wish their fathers hadn't met their mothers when they start digging the bottoms out and slamming them into the rocks. It's like such a weird thing to say, and he's just like confident. He's like looking out at the sea, saying it. You're like, all right, I don't truly understand what that means, but
Oh, I do.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. You just wait.
Look at them eyes. We see a bunch of the small boats throwing chum all in the water. Like, the water is all bloody, like all around them. What I was hoping that we were going to see is like 10,000 sharks pop up to the surface, and now it's a fucking battle. There's all these dead sharks all over the place. Every boat is going fucking crazy, just like shooting the water everywhere. But no, it doesn't happen. We cut back to Hooper and Chief examining the woman's dead body from the beginning of the film, and Hooper is like, holy fuck, dude, the organs are gone. The torso's been severed. Like, do you know what this means?
What else does he do? Chief's about to light a cigarette. He's like, don't light that in here.
Yeah.
Put your cigarette away.
Yeah.
There's a dead body. I'm performing an autopsy, you fucking... Put the fucking cigarette away.
But he's like getting...
Jesus.
But he's stressed because he's like, he knows... Because he's very educated. We find out that he's very educated about this shit. So he's stressed. And everything he's talking about, he's coming from like a stress point of view. Because he ends up saying... may I have a glass of water, please? he's like really stressed out. He like chugs it and then says, "This is no boating accident," and asks Chief if he's notified the Coast Guard. And Chief says no. It was it was only local jurisdiction. And then Hooper says, "Not anymore. It's not." Whips out an FBI badge. Says, "I'm taking over." And oh God, no, he does. He's not. He's not an FBI agent. But Hooper does tell Chief to not smoke in here. Yeah, I'm just reading it now. But then tells him it was a shark. Dude, mic drop, right? Like, who the fuck saw that coming? All right, so we cut to a dead shark being hung up by a bunch of the people who returned from the ocean. Looks like a bunch of the small boats succeeded, and everyone's trying to get a picture, and Chief is just walking through, pushing people by.
I wish Hooper would have been like... I mean, obviously that fucking dude from Hartford did it. Like, what are we even talking about here? You let him go?
Yeah.
You let him go back to Hartford?
Are you fucking
The
kidding
fuck
me?
are you? What the hell are you guys doing in this town?
It's obviously not the fucking shark.
Yeah.
That fucking psycho degutted that
fucking murdered her and then went to another state. You need to get him back. We don't even know if he's really from Hartford, do we?
Yeah.
You didn't get an ID, nothing. You spoke to him on the beach. He said, I didn't do nothing.
I
I'm from
swear I
Hartford."
didn't do it.
God, give me
Man.
your badge.
Yeah, Chief is fucking up. He's not even a real chief. But he is happy, and he actually says, well, that's swell. It's swell. I'm like, I haven't heard that since this movie, so that's swell. I'm going to start saying that now. David, that's so swell, dude. It's swell of you. A photographer is having the hardest time taking this fucking picture, but he gets it, and then some guy asks, what type of shark is this? And Hooper says, it's a tiger shark. Tiger
shark?
Yeah.
What? How'd that happen?
What? We see Hooper arguing with them that it may not be the right shark. Chief brings the mayor over, and the mayor is so fucking happy. He's like, oh my God, this is beautiful. And then hears Hooper tell Chief that it may be a different shark because of the bite radius is different than the wounds on the girl. Hooper wants to cut the shark open to see the stomach to confirm.
You ever seen tigers fuck before?
Tigers?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
In person.
No, I haven't. It's actually really rare to see a tiger fuck.
I know.
Yeah.
I was at the zoo one time. I was chaperoning a trip there. And employees let us know, hey, we got these two tigers. They're about to fuck.
Like they know when it's going to happen?
You guys, they're like, they're introducing it. Like, yeah, like they don't stay in the same cage. They were trying to mate them.
And they introduce them and they just fight to the death?
I was trying to make it, no. The people I was chaperoning were like, I don't want to go watch that. I was like, you guys kidding me? I was like, we can go watch tigers have sex. When else in your life you're going to be able to do this? Like, yeah, no, we're good. I was like, you're the worst fucking people I've ever met in my life.
Those are pieces of shit.
You fucking suck.
Oh, my God.
Fuck all of you.
That made me...
And we didn't go watch tigers fuck.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
I'm upset now.
Yeah. I was livid. I was fucking livid.
Give me a second, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, drink your Dragon Ball.
It's fucking bullshit.
If you were at the Palm Beach Zoo that day and you got to see tigers fuck, good on you.
Good on you, man. What a missed opportunity. Wow. All right, so we're back. Hooper wants to cut the shark open and, to confirm. And the mayor tells him, this is not the time or the fucking place to do a half-ass autopsy on a fish, okay? And that he doesn't want to see little Jimmy spilled out all over the fucking dock in front of everyone, which I thought was a great way that he said it.
And that's fair.
Yeah, totally fair.
I'm not on the mayor's side for most of this movie.
But that makes
one,
sense.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Let's take the shark away and we'll
If
do it.
this is the shark, we're not
Yeah.
cutting it open here.
Yeah.
The child just spills out. And I'm like, yep, there he is.
And as the mayor is saying this to them, they look up and they see little Jimmy's parents dressed up like they just came from the fucking funeral, and they walk right up to them.
Day after the kid died.
Yeah, day after.
And
Technically within like 24 hours, but yeah,
they're wearing funeral clothes.
Yeah. So they must have literally just had the funeral or something.
Who has funerals that quickly?
I don't know, but it's a small
You
island.
don't even have a body.
Yeah. I guess it's that much easier, I guess. Makes it that much faster.
There we
So
go.
Fuck it. Yeah.
But
But
pay for a casket.
she fucking walks up, looks.
Oh man, that's best case scenario. You don't have to pay
Yeah.
for cremation. You have to pay for a casket. None of that shit.
Nothing.
Oh, I hope that's how
But then
everyone in my family goes.
But then the
no
funeral's not
body,
making
no
that sweet money.
no body, no real closure on our end. Like we're not positive that they're dead, but
You know
we
what?
still have the funeral.
You got record. If I die, when I die,
Put my money in the grave.
Yeah, put my money in the grave. Just take my body, explode it. Just shoot a rocket at it. Like fucking
go.
hang me up like I'm Jesus Christ, and then shoot an RPG right at me. Like
No, so
Cross
the wood you
marks the
would
spot.
you would break into like larger chunks that way. You need to be just like hanging like your meat in a butcher shop.
Yeah.
You'd be hanging like that, like a cleaver, like through the back here.
Yeah.
You're just hanging like that, and then when it shoots, your body would completely explode.
But I want everyone to be like
because
surrounding
your body would break with the wood.
Yeah,
And
but
it'd be in bigger chunks.
But this is the best part, because like life is a celebration, right? And it's like, why not just gather around, let my body explode onto you, and now you're all wearing it like it's paint, and you just dance around a fire in celebration wearing my life. You're wearing my blood.
I mean, I can't think of a better scenario than that.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty sweet.
Because how many times do I say, "Where's the blood?"
Oh.
And we found the blood?
Yeah.
We found the fucking blood?
It's all over you. And you're dancing around the fire to celebrate my life. You're like, oh, thank you, Brayden. Oh, I love your blood all over me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be...
Yeah, no, I'm in.
Right?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, well, you guys
in.
heard it.
Yeah.
If I
You guys heard it
die...
here.
When I die. Maybe if I die.
Yeah, it's not for sure.
It's not.
Yeah.
Nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah. You know what is guaranteed? That for editing purposes, we're going to take a quick break. Guys, stick around, all right? Because we're almost 2 hours in, but we got so much more of this movie to go. So stick around.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Wow.
FUDJ.
Fudge. Oh, man, I love some fudge. Put it on some fucking toast and put some jelly on top.
I think you're thinking of peanut butter.
Yeah, I'm thinking the almond butter. Almond butter.
Or peanut butter. Let's not act like almond butter. Just, I'm healthy. We were just talking about fudge, all right?
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly.
I'm just talking about me.
Is the widely accepted
Yeah.
snack food.
It is. It is. But guys, if you haven't tried
almond
the
butter's
almond butter,
delicious.
Oh, the vanilla almond butter.
Brand?
Maranatha.
I was going to say, what
Maranatha.
brand?
What's up, baby? I'm your motherfucking biggest supporter, bro. All right? All right? Support us. Give us just send us some free vanilla almond butter, bro. Come on.
I want money.
I want money too.
Yeah.
I'll take money. But if you will give us at least some almond butter, I'll take that too. So
I mean, almond butter gets you just this one plug. Money gets you future plugs.
That's a good point. Yeah, we'll negotiate on the side. But guys, we're back. She walks up right to the little Jimmy's mother walks right up to fucking Chief Brody and just slaps him in the face and says, "I just found out that a girl got killed here last week, and you knew knew there was a shark and it was dangerous and you let them swim there. But still, my boy is dead now and there's nothing you can do about it. My boy is dead. I wanted you to know that. You. And you're like, oh my God. Now I feel bad. I'm just watching this movie and now I feel bad. I really wish he would have been like, well, maybe you shouldn't have given little Jimmy 10 more minutes. You ever think of that?
So what he said was, yeah, that's great. I believe you owe these gentlemen $3,000.
Yeah. Pay up. But Mayor tries to say she's wrong, and Chief says, no, she's right. This is after she walked away.
The mayor said she just doesn't get summer.
Oh, yeah,
that's the problem. Right. She doesn't understand what the summer is around here.
You're coming in here, all right, and you're talking to me, the fucking mayor, who's making this small town, island town, a summertime feel, and you're giving me shit?
I'm making all the summer dollars.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. Some people just ungrateful, you know? But we cut to Chief at home, having dinner with his family, and it's just sad. But his son copies everything he does, which just makes it a little bit better. You know, just a little. Yeah, there's a few different things he does. It's cute.
He notices, like, he's the chief is fucking bummed. He's like fucking hands in his head in his hands.
Never had to deal with this in New York City.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, man.
And then Chief.
No one cared when kids died in New York City. Now it's a big deal.
So much more stress. But you know, Chief is really, you know, has a heart moment with his son after that, and then just has like a little Tom Brady moment, and you know, just asks for a kiss, and then he goes in, kisses him, and then he says, no, come back, right here, and just sit there for a second, and
just a little bit of tongue.
Yeah,
you don't want to go too much. You just tease me a little bit.
David. Oh my God, that's kind of how it felt, bro. I'm gonna tell you. But Hooper shows up at Chief's house, and he sees it. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
He goes, "Oh, am I interrupting something? I'm sorry." I'm like, "No, it's fine. It's fine. Just teach my son how to French kiss. Come on in." "Oh, you brought wine? Good. Pour my son a glass."
Oh my God. But he says he'd love to. He fucking comes in. They start talking. Chief wife says, yeah. Me too. Join the fucking club. Because I guess they weren't. Because he saw the way that Chief was acting. And
I don't know that he was invited for dinner.
He was. Yeah, he
was. But
wasn't.
He showed up with 2 bottles of wine and said he wasn't. He brought red and white because he wasn't sure what she was going to make. She says, oh, thank you. And then they were clearly already eating.
Yeah.
He goes, anyone eating this? And just grabs a plate that was already touched and just starts eating the food on it.
Dude, that shit is fucking crazy. I wrote that down. Just start fucking eating it. And this is the best part. The wife is so attracted to Hooper. She's just like, oh my God, look at the way he just eats that off the plate. Oh my God.
Guy's just taking what he wants.
You
like sharks, huh?
Yeah.
You're in the sharks. You know, my husband's afraid of the water.
Yeah. Oh, get this.
This is real.
Yeah.
This is fucking real.
Yeah, this happened. Yeah. Oh my God. It's
everything but the kissing thing is real, guys.
Yes. Yeah. And his obsession with sharks and shark stories is she is just head over heels. She's literally like, oh my God. Oh, tell me more.
Oh, this is
she's got the biggest smile. Like she's literally falling in love. She's getting dirty with herself underneath the table.
Yeah, getting dirty with herself. But Hooper gets dirty with herself underneath the table.
She's like, yeah,
that is the grossest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
So yeah, tell me more about the sharks.
Dirty with herself.
And Hooper's like, listen, this isn't a fucking joke, all right? I'm going to the institutions, all right? I'm going to tell them what's going on with this fucking shark problem that you guys have. And she's like, oh, yeah, you fucking run the show.
I've never heard the phrase "get dirty with herself."
Bro, I'm telling you, if you guys watch the scene, she's getting off or something, bro. She is so
She's getting dirty with
Yeah,
herself.
she's so into it, dude. And Hooper doesn't pick up on it. Or maybe he does, and he's just that cool with it. You know? He just knows.
Calm, cool, collected.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, she fucking loves when I talk about sharks.
This happens every single
She
day.
loves when I'm serious and I'm talking about sharks. So as she's doing that, he noticed it. He's like, no, yeah. Oh, no, seriously, it's a fucking problem, all right? I'm going to the institution. All right, you guys need to deal with this. And
You've never even been to the institution, have you?
she's like, no, yeah.
I'm going there to talk about fucking sharks.
She's like,
you realize how crazy this is?
She's like, you're so right. My husband's never been to the institution. He doesn't even like.
You should have seen him the other day. He ran up, wanted to go help people, and then he was like, "Oh, I can't go in the water." Oh
no.
Hooper are laughing.
The water. Oh my god. And then Hooper tells them he's going to the Aurora and that it's a floating asylum for shark addicts. It's pure research. 18 months.
Like asylum, meaning like they go there to get help for their shark addictions.
Yeah.
But it's the 70s. Like they don't really know how to help. They just sort of like torture them more or less, and spray them off with hoses and stuff. It's wild. You said the word shark addicts though. There's a boat in Jupiter.
Oh.
It's right by Jupiter Point Marina. Called Shark Addicts Boat.
Nice.
I've gone out on it. They take people out, and you literally free dive. Like no cage, you're free diving, you're snorkeling, free diving with sharks.
Dude, I don't understand that
They have
shit.
a fucking thing. It is the coolest fucking thing I've ever done in my life, dude.
You did it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
yeah,
sketch.
A few times.
Are you just like,
It is. You're just in the water. Like they'll come up. They don't go fuck.
yeah.
There's like a thing with chum down at the bottom that they care about.
Yeah.
They'll come up to you, just sort of check you out, and you literally just
Guide them?
push their face away from you.
and you just like guide them
then
away.
and then they just keep going.
Wow.
Yeah, it's sick.
That's pretty cool. But are you ever scared like, oh, the blood's going to, like the chum bloody water's going to float around me and it's going to want to think that the blood is associated with my arm or some shit?
They can tell the difference.
Yeah.
They can tell the
They
difference.
can tell the difference until they
You're
until they
completely
can't.
different.
Until they don't.
Until they choose not to.
Yeah, until they're like, oh, I actually want to give a little nibble.
Yeah, now they don't like the taste.
They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very cool. If you have any interest in that, shark addicts, they run a tight ship. No one's gotten bitten on shark addicts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shark addicts. Shout out to you guys. Everyone's getting a shout out today.
Look at that.
Look at that.
I don't think shark addicts can give us any money, but if you do, that'd be neat.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be swell.
Oh, so swell. But she talks about how much Martin hates boats and water, and Martin sits in his car when we go on the ferry to the mainland. It's fucking so...
This little bitch, he won't get out of his fucking car when we're on the boat. We're on a boat.
Dude, it is...
He says, just leave me in the car. I'm safe in the car.
She is literally making fun of her husband for a dude that her mouth is watering over.
Getting dirty.
She's getting so dirty. She says it's a childhood thing. She's getting so personal about his back life. She's like, it's a fucking childhood thing. Like, God, get this. There's a clinical name for this. And then Chief says, drowning? like, bitch, shut up. I drowned when I was a child. Anyone would have the trauma that I have. Okay? You're making fun of me to this fucking random dude who just showed up. You're getting off. You're getting dirty while you're making fun of me to this fucking nobody. I would have divorced.
That's Hoop.
Yeah, it is.
Hoop, he ain't a nobody.
Hoop.
He's going to the...
That's Dick. That's Dick Dreyfus.
He's going to the institution.
Yeah. Yeah, so Chief asks Hooper, is it true that most people get attacked by sharks in 3 feet of water, about 10 feet from the beach? And Hooper's like,
I don't
yeah.
He's like, I don't fucking know. It's made up shit. Let's talk about some other stuff, man. I don't want to talk about work. Right?
Well, it's funny, though, because Hooper's like ecstatic. He's like, oh, my God, someone else is educated on this shit?
On it?
Oh, my God, I got a friend. So Chief says, and that before people started to swim for recreation, before sharks knew what they were missing, that a lot of these attacks weren't reported, like in a question. And then Hooper says, that's right. And he tells Hooper, all right, let's have one more drink and go down and cut that shark open. And his wife is like, can you do that? And Chief says, I can do anything I want. I'm the chief of police. He actually says that.
I can drive my knee into a black man's neck for like 19 minutes if I want. I'm the chief of motherfucking police. I run shit around here.
I love it. We
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. So they do, and cut the shark open to find license plates, garbage, fish, but no dead bodies. Chief says he's got to close the beach and tell the mayor, and Hooper says, we got a bigger problem. We still got a big set of jaws out there. I'm like, yeah, we do. Yeah, jaws, I get it. Chief asks, how do we confirm that?
Go get him, Jaws.
Yeah. Chief asks, how do we confirm that by morning? Hooper starts walking towards a boat and says, we have to go look for him right now. He's a night feeder. It's like, how the fuck do you know that? He's literally been feeding, well, I guess the first one.
Yeah, but both.
Yeah.
Seems like he's just a opportunistic feeder.
Yeah. So it's like, how would you know? So Chief can't fucking believe it. Like on the water? You mean we're going to go on the water? And Hooper's like, well, if you're looking for a shark, we're not going to find him on the fucking land, dude. So Chief says he's not drunk enough, and Hooper tells him he is, and we're on the boat now, and Chief is wearing like a life jacket, talking about how fucked up New York City is, but in Amity, one man can make a huge difference, talking about himself. He's like, there hasn't been a fucking murder or shooting in this town in 25 years. And Hooper says, oh, you want a fucking pretzel?
He says, oh, that's great. You want a pretzel?
Yeah. And we are right where the shark's been feeding. Hooper tells him this is his boat and stuff, and that his family is rich, because Chief is like, how do you have all this shit? And he's like, yeah, my family's rich. So Hooper's fish finder starts going wild, and Hooper says, 100 yards southwest, there's something else out there. It's a pretty good fish finder, dude. They creep over and shine a light on the water and find a fisherman's boat that Chief knows, but it's all fucked up. No one's on it. Hooper says he has to go on it and check something out, and changes into swim gear. Hooper tells Chief to not worry, nothing is going to happen, because Chief is like, dude, you can't go in the fucking water. Look at the boat. There's no one on it. And tells him not to touch anything, and we see a big shark bite from out of the boat that they're checking on, and this is from Chief's perspective. So Hooper swims underneath the boat to find a hole in the bottom of it and a giant shark tooth that's like attached to it. He pulls it out, he looks at it, and then we see a fisherman's dead body just like pop out the hole. Little scare tag, little pop up, little shock.
Woo! Scariest movie of all time.
Oh yeah, and it freaks Hooper out, and he drops the tooth, and it falls down to the bottom. We cut to Hooper and Chief talking to the mayor the next day, and they're like, dude, this is crazy, man. This is a fucking great white tooth that we got, all right? And just won't stop talking about like how fucked up the boat was, and as long as there's fucking food in the water, this great white's going to keep coming around.
What's the mayor say? Let me see the tooth.
Yeah, he keeps, yeah. He's like, well, all right,
Hooper's
well,
like,
where's
what?
the tooth?
I dropped the tooth. He's like, Chief, did you see the tooth? He's like, huh. I didn't see the tooth. He's like, yeah, that's interesting. He's like, you got to believe me.
Dude, Chief.
You got to believe me. I dropped the tooth. All right, I had the tooth. I dropped it.
And the mayor is not believing
like, no.
at all.
Chief's like, why would he make it up?
Yeah. Well, Chief,
why would he make this up? We got to close the beach down.
Chief is freaking out because the mayor's not believing.
Summer's over, all right?
He's like, there is no limit to the terror. He will not stop. He's going to kill us all. Chief is freaking the fuck out. They tell the mayor. How do you know this? How do you know he's got this fucking agenda, you fucking psycho? Yeah, exactly. But they kind of go into it a little bit, I guess. But they tell the mayor sharks are attracted to swimming and that the shark won't stop. And because once again, how they know. But and then they tell him what Hooper saw last night. Mayor does not want to believe it because of the tooth and everything like that. The mayor then goes on about summer people and how this is a summertime movie.
Summer dollars.
Yeah. Hooper and Chief start freaking the fuck out, and Hooper tells him there's two ways to deal with this: either killing the shark or removing its food supply. And that was the dumbest line of the fucking movie. Like there aren't other fish in the ocean. Like, what do you think, bro? There's no other fish swimming around. Like, it's only coming after humans. Like, oh, that's the only thing in the water.
Yes.
Stupid. All right. Well, I guess you're right, David. My bad. But Chief says, we have to close the beaches. And Mayor's like, dude, all right, look. Amity Island, look at the sign, all right? Look at the fucking sign. Look at the fucking vandalism, all right? They're talking about sharks killing people and shit. That is
I don't know if we said that the sign was vandalized.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. But there's a sign directly behind them, and it's vandalized. But that's the only.
It's like there's a big fucking billboard that's like, come to Amity Island for the summer. It's the summer. Spend your summer dollars here. And it's a sexy girl in the water. And then they drew like a voice bubble that says, I hope I don't get eaten by a shark.
Yeah, that's why I brought up the sign earlier, because it now shows that it's all fucked up and stuff. And it's crazy because Chief and Hooper are like, dude, you got to worry about this.
Oh, and they drew a cock going out into her mouth.
Oh, yeah. But it was a nice cock. Nicely drawn.
Yeah. Well done.
But and Chief and Hooper are like, dude, you got to care about this. And the mayor's like, dude, look at the fucking sign. That is a deliberate mutilation of a public service message. Fuck. And I'm like, oh my God, we got the new alpha male. This is the alpha male. So now, like, okay, he's back in first. And then Hooper tries to break this down, in a way to where he thinks he would, understand. He's like, look, what we are dealing with here is a perfect engine, an eating machine. It's a miracle of evolution. All this machine does is swim and eat and make little sharks. And I'm like, that's not really that intimidating. You should have said, like, more about the killing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Mayor thinks Hooper just
This
wants...
thing just wants to eat, swim, and fuck, baby.
Yeah, like anyone.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Yeah, that's what I would have said. But the mayor thinks Hooper just wants his name on the National Geographic and walks off. He's like, you just fucking want your name on the National Geographic. Hooper laughs. Can't fucking believe it. Chief tries to talk to the mayor, but the mayor is not having it. And is like, shit, baby, tomorrow's the 4th of July. Think of the money. Think of the fucking power, Chief. And then says, oh, go ahead and try to make the beach safe, but leave the 4th of July money making to me. Thanks, David. We then see what seems to be millions of people pouring in on this fucking island while Chief and Hooper are trying to make a bunch of calls. They're like, there's so many people showing up. We got to do something. And it's like it's fucking Disney World opening up for the first time. It's crazy. There's literally thousands of people crowding the beaches, and Chief and Hooper are Chief's on the beach. He's got a walkie. Hooper's now on one of the boats. There's a bunch of boats, and they're throwing chum in the water. They're trying to find the shark to track it while all the people are on the beach. The mayor is so fucking happy. He's like, oh my God, look at all these fucking people. There's so many fucking people.
So many summer dollars.
So many summer dollars. But then he gets upset because they're not in the water. So what does he do? He walks up to a family that he knows, and he gets down on this dude's level. And he's like, you're going to take your fucking family. And you're going to march into that fucking water. And the guy's like, dude, there's been multiple people that have died by He's like, I don't give a fuck. Look at me. I'm the fucking mayor, all right? I'm the alpha in this fucking town. Now you grab your fucking kids and your slut-ass wife and you make your way into that fucking water. And he says, yes, sir. And he grabs his family. And this is the craziest part, because as the family is walking in, the father and the mother are literally worried.
Like, so nervous.
They're so nervous. And they're like, this is mind-blowing, bro, that you would be so nervous that you would jeopardize your kid's life because some fuckhead mayor is like, you're going to fucking do it.
You voted for him, all right?
I'm the alpha, all right? And he's like, yes, you are.
You know how important summer dollars are if you live there, right?
Yeah.
You can't miss out on those summer dollars. You'll put your family at risk for some summer dollars.
But sure enough, the mayor's right, because everyone follows the family.
Got to break the ice.
And he's like, look at the money. Look at all that fucking money.
That quick.
Chief
People
pulls
go out there.
Yeah. Chief's on the beach, sees his son, pulls his son aside, and tells him to take his boat that he got him and put it in the pond instead. And so when he said pond, I'm thinking, okay, the pond's like... kind of like the ocean, some waves broke over, created like a little pond where nothing can get into it. Nope. Pond is directly linked to the ocean. So doesn't make a fucking difference. But everyone's having...
And when he said pond to me, I thought an actual pond.
Me too.
Like a fucking man-made thing dug in a...
And then I saw how
like
close it was
to
to the...
That's
yeah.
right there.
And then I saw how close it was to the beach, so I'm thinking like, oh, some waves crashed over and created like a little pond or something like that. No, it's just it's more like an intercoastal than a fucking pond. But everyone's having fun, swimming, splashing. Mayor's talking to the news, telling them how fucking safe and fun it is here. It's like, oh my god, look at everyone having so much fun. No one's died here. No one's died recently. What are you talking about? We then see a huge shark fin pop up and start swimming around people, and people like at first don't notice, and then some people start to notice, start freaking the fuck out, and the people that start freaking out are assholes. There's like kids on rafts, and they're just like, get the fuck out of here, like push a kid.
Climbs over a kid on a raft.
Yeah,
I'm
it is
getting out of here.
It is fucked up. But then someone walkies shark over the walkie, and the lifeguards start whistling. Everyone starts leaving the water. People start panicking and freaking the fuck out to the point to where people are trampling over people. We actually see a fucking old dude die. He's like gasping for air, trying to make it onto the fucking beach shore. It is mayhem all over this beach. It went from fun, safe swimming while the mayor's saying this to while he's still giving the interview. Mayhem. People are literally being trampled to death, and I love it. It just shows the reality. Spielberg was like,
Dog eat dog world out there.
yeah, but at first, the first take, everyone was being way too polite, and Spielberg's like, no. Yeah, old dude, fall down. I want you gasping for air.
Yeah, really gasp. I don't care.
Yeah. We see, and then we see the boats are like approaching. They're like helping kind of like escort people out the water, but also there's all these little boats with a bunch of people on it, and they all got fucking rifles. And we see the fin, like a close-up on the fin, the shark fin, and it flips over, and we see two boys, and they're just pranksters, and they're fucking, there's 10 rifles pointed right at
Here's
them.
what I didn't like. They didn't see the rifles right away.
Yep.
When they take the thing off, neither of them are laughing.
Yeah.
Enjoying. They both look upset.
Yeah.
What was their goal with the prank?
Well, the young boy was like, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, but immediately they're both upset.
Yeah.
Exactly what they hoped happened when they did this prank happened.
Yeah.
Were they hoping no one would notice them? No. Everyone did. It was the perfect prank.
Yeah.
For what they were trying to do, they nailed it.
And it could have been such a special moment where they get caught and they're like, you caught us. But it doesn't. They're upset, and the dude who's pointing the rifle accidentally just pulls the trigger and fucking just shoots one of them right in the face. And it's like, oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe Spielberg. Like, what the fuck is he doing, dude?
Hey, rated PG.
PG too. Fucking kid shot in the face. It's crazy. It's supposed to be about shark attacks.
What I did like is how the kid didn't get shot in the face.
Yeah, he did.
But he said, like, he made me do it.
Yeah.
But, like, he's in the water, and, like, water splashed him in the face as he's saying it. He's like, he made me do it. Like that. They didn't edit that shit out. They were like, no, it's perfect.
Love it.
Yeah. It's what happened.
Yeah.
Cut it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Next scene.
Spielberg, just Spielberging, bro. We then see a girl on the other side of the beach, see a shark fin in the pond, and the girl just starts yelling, "There's a shark! Shark!" Chief heads over, starts running to the pond.
He doesn't, though. His wife says
yeah.
Mikey's in the pond, and he says, okay. And then he walks kind of slowly.
He does at first, you're right, yeah.
And then he starts running.
Well, and because other people start to run, and then he knows, oh shit, it's serious, it's serious, my son's in the pond, fuck. But so he sees Chief's son and friends on the boat, and another guy in a small boat like comes up to him like, what a great day, guys, yeah, I'm loving life.
That guy was trying to fuck little kids.
Probably, yeah.
100%.
100,000%. But trying to act sweet at first, draw him in.
Yeah, you lure him in with kindness.
Yeah.
You're not like, hey, young man, show me your underwear.
Bro.
You don't start with that. It's a fun day on the
such a
water,
great day.
huh? Yeah.
And the kids are loving it, like, hey, what's up? And they see like right behind them a fucking huge shark fin approaching, and then it didn't take too much suspense. It jumped right to it. The shark fucking booms him out the fucking boat and just immediately starts eating the dude. And Chief's son sees it all, and he's just like,
hey, do you remember that old guy? Local people are going to know who I'm talking about. Everyone called him Lucky. He was extremely old when we were in, like, middle school. And he would always be at, like, the movie theater on, like, a Friday night when
I feel
middle
like
school
I kind
kids
of
are
do,
there.
but I don't.
And he's just sort of, like, hanging out and talking to kids. And I'd see him, like, North Palm Beach, the Heritage Day parade. And then, like, it's all the parade shit outside. And then you go to the pool, and he'd be, like, at the pool and, like, playing with kids in the water.
Oh,
and
David,
stuff.
don't tell me. What happened?
I was going to ask you. I was hoping you knew exactly who I was talking about. And I was going to be like, did he ever fuck a kid?
Oh, man.
Jupiter High School,
We'll
the
have to do some
basketball games.
researching.
Lucky had a seat reserved for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's talking about pulling some strings.
Yeah. I'm guessing...
He fucked the principal?
No. No. That's too...
Oh.
Principal's an adult, Braden.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. If we're making him out to be a pedophile,
Yeah.
he's not just banging principals.
Yeah.
That's alpha. That's as fucking alpha as it gets.
Good point.
I was hoping you were like, oh yeah, he fucked fucking Dylan Staley. It was crazy.
Shout out to Dylan.
He's in prison now.
That'd be great. Dylan's like, I can't believe fucking David just put that out there like that.
Dylan calls.
We don't even know, but Dylan's like, Jesus,
Dylan calls.
he's so
He's
right.
like, guys, you gave me the courage to speak up.
What are you talking about?
Lucky fucked me.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's what I hope Dylan Staley does.
Damn. Dylan, let us know. The ball's in your court, bro. So Chief finally runs up and gets his feet in the water. Finally gets his feet a little fucking wet, pussy. And then carries his passed out son out. Chief's wife is freaking out. She's immediately like, oh my God, he's dead! He's dead! Chief's like, no, he's in shock. Shut the fuck up. And we cut to the hospital. Nurse says, and the doc says, he's fine. Chief sees the mayor at the hospital, walks over to him, and the mayor says he's sorry, and the chief pulls him into a room like a real fucking alpha to sign a voucher and like close the fucking thing behind him. And he says, you're going to fucking sign this so I can hire a contractor. And the mayor is just distraught, and he just starts mumbling bullshit to himself. He's like, I was acting out
in the best interest of the town.
Yeah. And the
That's what I'll tell the press.
Yeah, and the chief is like, and that's why you're going to sign this now. And Mayor tells him his kids were on the beach too. And Chief is like, you think I give a fuck? But Chief
Care
said,
about your fucking kids? I'll kill your kids.
yeah, all right, this is all about my kids. And then fucking tells him to sign it, and the mayor does. We are now at the Captain Quint's place.
It's been a half hour. For editing purposes,
Yeah.
we're going to take a quick break. Stick around. We got plenty more. And we're back.
We are back.
FUDJ.
Fudge. So we are now at Captain Quint's place. This is the same dude who is chalkboarding the fucking chalkboard with his chalkboard fingers. They're prepping to find the Great White. Fun fact, Captain Quint's character is ranked number 28 on the Premiere Magazine's 100 greatest movie characters of all time. Premiere Magazine. Look at that. Quint tells Hooper to tie a certain type of knot, and Hooper fucking does it with an ease. And then Quint says, or he says to Quint, how's that? And Quint says, all right, let me see your hands. Grabs his hands and says, you got city hands. And Hooper's like, I don't need that worker class hero crap. Talk about my hands like that. I would have been like, yeah, I got nice hands, dude. And Quint is like, maybe I should go alone. Just to both of them. Just like mad disrespect. And Chief is like, this is my charter. Quint's like, this is my fucking vessel, bro. What the fuck? What is this? What are we doing right now? And so a lot of alpha male shit is going on back and forth. And Quint then says, I'll take him for ballast. I don't even know what that means. Chief says, you got him. Quint calls Hooper some sort of half-assed astronaut as they are bored in the ship with all the equipment. Hooper's putting on a cage on the ship, and Quint calls it a monkey cage, and Hooper tells him, it's an anti-shark cage, all right? Quint sings to him, farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain, for we've received orders to sail back to Boston, and so nevermore shall we see you again. Terrible, I know, but Hooper laughs. Chief's wife just dropping him off like a good wife would, but really she's just there to see Hooper and is super worried about Hooper. She's like, Hooper, you got to make it back, babe. Chief's like, what the fuck did you just say? She's like, oh, nothing, babe, nothing. And they have a moment really quick. She fakes it, and Chief says, says, tell the boys I'm going swimming. And, like, you're going to tell your boys who know you're deathly afraid of the water that you're going swimming. Like, wouldn't that just scare your sons? Like, worry them, you know?
He's getting over his fear.
I guess, yeah.
Guess who the greatest of all time is?
Who?
Guess.
The greatest character?
Yeah, on Premiere Magazine.
Oh, man. I mean, if I had to guess, it'd probably be the Nutty Professor.
It's the Nutty Professor,
Oh,
guys.
my God!
Number 1 greatest character of all time, according to Premiere.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, looks like they got a pretty good list then.
Yeah. I mean,
mean,
any list that doesn't have Nutty Professor number 1's a fake list.
and you know what? I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I
Premier's
really like
got it.
Captain Quint.
Yeah.
Captain Quint. I think I might have
But he's
said
no Nutty Professor.
that. He's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not Eddie Murphy.
Nah, it's Vito Corleone.
Are you
Marlon
fucking
Brando.
kidding
The
me?
Godfather. Like, oh, yeah. Who did
Oh, I put a
Who's the
prosthetic
Godfather?
piece in
Yeah.
my mouth and it made me look more Italian.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck Brando.
No, I need you to do something for me.
Fucking overrated.
That's all you gotta, Quint yells, break it up, Chief. Daylight's wasting. This isn't no Boy Scout picnic, so we obviously know who the male alpha is.
This ain't no picnic.
This ain't no motherfucking picnic, bitch. And says, here lies the body of Mary Lee. Died at the age of 103. For 15 years, she kept her virginity. Not a bad record for this vicinity. I'm like, wow, this man's a fucking Riddler. Quinn is quick.
For 15 years, she kept her virginity?
Yeah, and died like that, dude. She fucking died a virgin.
No.
Yeah.
15 years. She lived to be 103.
Oh, actually, yeah, my bad. Bad math. Bad math.
She lost her virginity at 15. And he's like, that's not bad. You know, she held out.
Not bad for around here.
Well, a lot of people lose it at like 11.
Well, what's crazy is he's saying this while they're saying their goodbyes. So he's obviously talking about Chief's wife. I mean, and Chief's wife is loving it. She's like, I love the alpha shit.
Like, yeah.
I thought Chief was the alpha because he's the
like-
chief of police.
She's like, Quint or Hoop could have me.
Chief's wife literally runs away after hearing that. Literally. She's like, oh my God, I'm in love. She runs away. And we see through a shark, jaws, bones, them sailing off towards the ocean. And we see them out at the ocean, chumming up the water, while Quint sits in the fisherman's seat with the biggest fisher pole I've ever seen, which has got to be a call out to his penis. Right?
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's sitting
Like-
up on the throne. He's got the biggest fisher pole you've ever fucking seen. And Chief Wife knows he's got the biggest dick because he's the biggest alpha, you know? It's the fucking nuts, bro. But then tells Chief to drop another chum marker and starts chugging a beer. And as he's doing that, Chief is fucking shit up. He's not made for the ocean. Hooper tells him, you're going to blow us the fuck up because he drops one of the oxygen tanks or some shit.
She's like, why'd you bring me? Why am I here?
Yeah, I didn't want to come. I'm
A
scared of the
liability.
water.
You know I don't know any of this shit. You know I don't want to be here.
You dragged me here, okay? This is your fault, Hooper. You're the one that wants to fuck my wife, all right? But Quint says, next time, he gets like personal with him. He's like, next time, just ask me. Fuck Hooper. It's me and you to the end, bro.
We don't need that fucking pencil pusher up there. Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
fucking bitch. But the funny thing that they established is Quint is the dude that has lived this life. Hooper is the guy that has learned this life. So Quint's got a little beef with Hooper. Like, oh, you think you're better than me? I've been living this shit. You've been fucking learning this shit, all right?
That's what I say to Brayton every day.
Every day. And you know what? I'm getting sick. Sick and fucking tired of it. Why am I going to take this shit? We hear some clicking, and we see Quint get fucking very suspicious and serious. And he starts just like looking at the line and clicks a little more, and he slowly, just like as if he doesn't want anyone to know, starts sealing himself in, strapping himself in, takes the pole very gently, sticks it in the fucking hole, and he's like, all right, it's fucking go time, baby. And then the moment he's all fastened in, the moment he starts to reel that bitch in, the line just starts going crazy. And oh my God, everything's going wild. Quint starts to shine. He fucking knows exactly what to do at all times. He's telling everyone with their fucking jobs what they need to do. Chief, you go fucking grab this. Hooper, drive to the left. And you're like, man, Quint is made for the sea. And yes, Hooper doesn't know shit because Quint does live this life. And he is the alpha male because he is telling everyone what the fuck to do. And they are doing it.
But Hooper's got this weird, like, he's like, wasting our time. It's not the shark.
Yeah.
It's not the shark.
He's
It's
he's still trying to act like
tuna
a know-it-all.
or a swordfish or a marlin.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you go out on a boat, no matter what you're fishing for, you catch a marlin.
A tuna?
That is not, it's a tuna.
You can get like 1,000-pound tuna.
But you can also get like a small blackfin tuna. It's not that crazy. You catch a fucking marlin. I've been on boats where tuna are caught. I've never seen a fucking marlin out there.
Yeah.
You're on a boat where you catch one, you're not wasting your time.
No.
That is the coolest fucking day of your life right there.
Hooper is trying to act like a know-it-all, and even if he did know that was that, it's still pretty cool, bro.
Yeah, a marlin?
Check yourself,
Catch
Hooper.
an 800-pound blue marlin? Be nuts.
Yeah, and it's just that dynamic of, who's more alpha. But fucking Quint knows what's going on. He's like, oh my God. He's like, you're not going to fool me. I see what you're doing, going back and forth, doing this and that. And then he's like, holy shit, this thing is a He's like, I don't know if this thing is smart or stupid. And then it fucking goes under the boat, and he's like, Jesus Christ. This thing's a fucking genius. Holy fuck. Oh my God, it's so smart, so big. And then tells Chief and fucking Hooper, put on your fucking gloves. Yeah, and then Hooper's fucking talking shit. And then Quint gets unbuckled and gives the pole to Chief, which is like, you don't do that.
Chief's like, I dropped the pole.
Yeah.
Your rod's in the water.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the line breaks. So then they go fucking, all of them go flying, like against the boat. And the boat fucking rocks. Quint and Hooper have a weird dynamic of someone who's, I already said it. I just had it written down.
Did.
Yeah, Quint tells Chief he's tricking the shark to come to the surface. And then he's going to jab at him. And I'm not going to haul them up like a catfish. And then tells Chief his head is bleeding. And there's the fucking first aid kit. Because when they fell, Chief hit his head. But yeah, Quint he's thinking he's got a plan. Quint tells Chief to start another chum line. And Chief says, let Hooper do it. And Quint says, Hooper drives the boat. All right? So once again, we know who the fucking alpha is calling the shots. Chief is throwing some chum in the water. And he sees Jaws face to fucking face. It just comes right up. It's like, ah! And he gets scared shitless. He slowly backs up. And we get the best line of the movie that, also fun fact, was improv'd. And he says, we're going to need a bigger boat.
See, he doesn't say it like that.
He doesn't say it like that. I wanted
That's
to
the
say
thing.
it cool.
This movie is so, like, that's such a famous line.
Yeah.
And then see, I'm like, that's how he says it? He just, like,
I like
just
it.
backs into a room
'Cause
and
he's
he's
scared.
just, yeah, oh, sure, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I wanted him to say
Yeah,
it
what
cool.
he wanted to
He
say.
just, like, backs into the room. He's like, we're going to need a bigger boat. And he's like, huh? He's like, no, you don't get, like, we need a bigger boat. We got to call someone and get the boat that's bigger than this boat.
This boat is not big
boat's
enough.
not big enough. We need the bigger boat.
Yeah.
Quint, get the bigger boat.
And Quint's like, fuck you, bro. I've been on this boat forever.
Yeah. He's like, you fucking talking to me. Oh, I just get a bigger boat.
yeah,
Fuck you. This is
we
my
should
boat.
Sail back in and get a bigger boat. Yeah. We're on an island, dude. There's not that many boats. I mean, I guess there's a lot of boats, but
Mine's the best.
But all the boats we've seen up to this point are tiny, like literal tiny boats. Besides Hooper's, which is weird because Hooper's boat is almost bigger than Quint's boat. Maybe it's not. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Right?
Mid yawn, you should really try to get me to talk on our podcast. You could see me doing it. You could
I'm like,
avoid
well, it's a good
asking
yawn.
me questions.
Wouldn't you think?
Quint's not letting Hooper use his fucking boat. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Quint's like,
No fucking way Quint's not using his boat.
because he's the alpha. He's like, you're going to use my boat. Yeah. But we see Jaws stalking them, and Quint tells Hooper to cut the engine. We see a good view of the shark come from like underneath the boat, and Hooper says, that's a 20-footer. And Quint says, 25. And I'm like, holy shit, that's a big fucking shark, dude. Can you imagine seeing a 25-foot great white shark?
Yes.
Yeah. I can picture it. Quint pulls out a case.
That's like, it's 1/8 of what Shane McMahon dropped off of.
Yeah, because
nothing.
Yeah, it's not too big. Yeah, Shane McMahon would have pummeled that fucking great white
Oh my god.
off the top
Here
rope.
comes the money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's summer money. Quint pulls out a case that has a big spear gun in it, and Quint gets a call from Miss Brody, Chief's wife. And Quint lies immediately. She's like, yeah, I haven't seen anything. We'll be back soon. And then just hangs up. Hooper attaches a tracker to the barrel that they're going to throw in the water that's attached to the spear gun that Quint shoots Jaws with. It's a perfect shot, and it's attached to that barrel. They get it, and Jaws swims off, and it pulls the barrel off the boat. They are now tracking Jaws by the barrel above the water, and then the barrel just gets pulled down and disappears, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, the barrel's probably super heavy, and then also it's probably filled with air or something to where it's like, oh, to pull it under would take extreme amount of pressure, you know? So Quint's like, we're staying out of here, tracking. We're going to stay out here tracking, and Chief is like, we should go get a bigger boat. Like, he's
like, no, where's the bigger boat? Quint, I asked for a bigger boat.
Quint's like, I don't know. What am I, fucking a magician?
Quint, I want a bigger boat.
Come on, please.
This boat's small.
So now it's night, and they're all inside the boat, and they're getting a little, building some friendship. Quint says to Chief, his cut on his head isn't permanent, but this is, and pulls out a tooth. Like, literally just pulls out, like, a tooth out of his mouth and shows a bump on his forehead, and Hooper's showing a scar from a shark scrape, and Quint's got this fucking something similar, and they're literally, like, undressing in front of each other, showing all their scars, and Chief asks about the one on Quint's arm. Oh, yeah. You got one on the chest. Hooper's got one on the chest, and he says it's from, like, a heartbreak.
Yeah, broken heart. He said some chick's names, and she broke my heart, and they all go,
Me and you both, Hooper. It's a sad fucking world, dude. But yeah, they ask about Quint's arm because they see something on his arm, and Quint says it used to be a tattoo, but it got removed. Hooper says, "Don't tell me, I got it, mother." And they laugh, and Hooper asks, "What was it?" And Quint tells him that that's the USS Indianapolis, and they can't fucking believe it, and asks what happened. And he goes on a long monologue that I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just says that, Japanese submarines slammed 2 torpedoes into the side. They were coming back from an island where they just delivered the Hiroshima bomb to. He said 1,100 men went into the water. The vessel went down in 12 minutes, and, slowly but surely, the ocean fucking turned red. They try to huddle up in small groups, and no matter how much pounding and hollering they would do, sooner or later, someone would get fucking picked out, and it became an average of 6 an hour. Trying to say 6 people died an hour. And then finally, after days, on Thursday morning, I bumped into a friend of mine, and he's trying to, like, wake him up, and it finds out half of his body is bitten in fucking half, and that's just super traumatic for him. And you could just tell he's got so much built up pain.
Yeah. So what he's saying is, I delivered a bomb that killed 135,000 people. But feel bad for me.
But feel bad for us.
I saw my buddy get eaten by the shark.
He got eaten by the sharks.
Those 135,000 civilians deserved it. My buddy didn't hurt no one. He didn't deserve to get eaten by a shark. Grow the fuck up, Quint.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Fucking bitch.
God, dude, it's fucking
28?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And then this is the craziest part. He says the worst part was once when they fucking, like, got there, like once when help came to arrive, and then, like, him waiting his turn while they're picking everyone up out the water. It's like thinking, like, he's gonna get taken the moment before he gets picked up out of the water. He's like, that was the worst part, seeing them there, and now thinking, like, oh fuck, when is it going to be my turn while we're waiting to get basically picked up out the water. So he says 1,100 men went into the water, 316 men came out, and the sharks took the rest. And then says, anyway, we delivered the bomb.
It's less than 1,000.
Yeah.
Bitch.
And then it literally says, well, anyway, we delivered that fucking bomb. So Hooper and Chief can't believe it and are speechless. And they hear something, and Hooper says, it's like a kind of hear in the background, and Hooper says it's a whale, and Quint starts singing the same song again. Farewell and adieu to you, fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. Show me
the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go home.
I had a little drink about an hour ago,
and
it went right to my head. Wherever I may roam, by land or sea or foam, you'll always hear me singing this song. Show me the way to go home. Show me the way to go home.
There's like a bang right there.
Yep.
And then Coop starts banging on the table.
Yeah.
Show me
the way to go home.
I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head. Wherever I may roam, on land or sea or foam. And yeah, they're getting into it. I mean, it is a friendship galore. But we see the barrel back above the water, headed towards the boat. So now we get a perspective outside the boat, and we're like, oh shit, something's coming back. And while they're still singing, we see something smashing into the boat, and like a little bit of water starting to come through, just like the slightest little bit. And then they finally notice, and Quint says, start the engines. And then they're falling all over the fucking place. A candle thing falls on the ground, starts a small fire. He tells Chief to fucking put it out, which he does because he's not the alpha. Quint grabs a rifle like an alpha male does and starts shooting at the shark. It's like, God damn it, about fucking time. The sun is starting to rise, and the Chief grabs a pistol. I'm like, okay, here's some alpha stuff. It's not a rifle, but it's a nice pistol, you know? And at exactly 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 4 seconds into the movie, we get a awesome shot of Chief loading the pistol, and we see a shooting star.
He then puts the gun up to his head and says, I'm not talking into my microphone.
No, you're not, yeah.
He then, I was not talking in the microphone there for a minute. He then puts the gun up to his head, and he's like, Quint, if we don't get the bigger boat, I'm ending it all right now.
I don't care.
What's it gonna be?
Yeah.
And Quint goes, shoot yourself. And then he's
Fucking do
crying, and he's like, can't.
Yeah, that's right. And why? Because you're a fucking bitch. You're a beta.
Wait,
I'm the fucking alpha.
I'm just scared. Bring me.
Yeah,
bring
do
me
your
back
fucking
in.
job. You fucking bitch. But no, we see a really cool shooting star behind his head. I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty dope that they got that on film and were able to put it in the movie. But it's now the next day, and they got the leak under control, but the engine is fucked up. And then all of a sudden, the barrel pops up behind their boat. The barrel's all over the fucking place. It's still attached to Jaws, and Jaws is...
I don't know that we said that happened.
Huh. Yeah, we did. They shot him with a spear gun. It's attached to the barrel.
Barrel's attached to it, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, and they can't fucking believe it because like, Jesus Christ, man, this Jaws fucking... It's an eating machine, like they said. They bring in the barrel, and... or no, the barrel just popped up this time. So this time, it just popped up near the boat, and now Jaws is not attached to it because it's not being pulled around. It's just literally behind the boat. So they bring the barrel in, and as they are doing that, Jaws pops up and tries to bite them, but they escape. But Quint's hand is bleeding because like the rope kind of cut him a little bit, and he says, "Haul in the line, or it'll foul us. Start the engine." I love it when he says "start the engine." It's like when she's getting all fucking hot and bothered for Hooper. It's kind of like how I'm feeling.
No, that's not what she's doing.
She's getting dirty.
She's getting dirty with herself under the table. She's getting dirty with herself under the table.
Who doesn't want to get dirty with themselves? All right, so Chief is trying to make a call to the Coast Guard, and Quint fucking notices, and he comes in and literally bashes the phone to pieces. like, dude, you're in the ocean. You're being like, dude, you are being attacked by something you have never witnessed before. A shark that can carry barrels under the ocean for fucking hours. And you smash your only communication device instead of just being like, "Hey, fucking hang that up. I'm the alpha. I do what I want." Nope.
Actions speak louder than words, man.
I guess
Gotta
so. He is an
shit.
alpha. Yeah, it's what a real alpha would do. Chief flips out like, "What the fuck, dude? What are you doing?" And Hooper's like, boys, because he is not the alpha, I think he's back for his afternoon feeding. And sure enough,
Braden's only like yucking that up a little bit.
yeah. No,
That's
so
kind of what he does.
they hook on another barrel to the spear gun, and Quint is just a marksman. Gets it on again. They're once again chasing after Jaws with the barrel above the water. And Quint is at the front of the boat with the spear gun looking like Moby Dick. There's a couple call-outs. This is the first one to Moby Dick. Quint is trying to follow the shark and hits it with another spear gun. And Chief is at the back of the boat and so now it swims by the front. Quint hits it and it swims by the back. And dude, Chief is going crazy. He's just like unloading the pistol into this fucking shark's face. It like we see it hits the shark's face.
He's hitting the shark.
Like it's good shots. I'm like, oh yeah, that shark is dead. Like in reality,
Yeah, he shoots it like 5 times.
in the face, like fucking from me to you. Yeah, that shark is dead. But it's not. So now they have 2 barrels attached, but Jaws takes both barrels down, and Quint says that's incredible. He can't fucking believe it.
2 barrels?
2 barrels? The barrels come back up above the water and are no longer attached to Jaws. Like, as if Jaws, like, knows how to, like, just move around and just get it unattached. But Quint has them bring in the barrels and tells them, now then, tie them to the stern cleats. That's pretty good, right?
Nailed it.
Thanks. They do, and fuck up because Hooper gets caught between the rope, and Chief barely gets him out. Like the line, like swings over and like literally almost like decapitates his fucking legs off. And Chief like with all his mights pulling the fucking rope so then Hooper can get out. Because amateur shit, bro, not alphas.
It's fucking amateur.
You don't
shit.
see Quint dealing with some shit like that. The boat is now being pulled by the shark until Quint starts pulling the shark. And so, like, the engine isn't going and forward, whatever. And so, I think it's a neutral. So, the boat's being pulled by the shark until Quint puts it in drive. And now they are pulling the shark. And Hooper says, cut it as the stern is starting to rip. Quint runs over and shoots Jaws right in the jaw with a spear gun. I'm like, look at that. Jaws getting shot in the jaw. Then that tells them to untie us or he'll pull us out of the transom, which I don't really understand what that means, but I'm guessing something with the engine, probably going to fuck it up or something. And tells them to make it fast. We got another line in him. Hooper says he can't.
Yeah, of course they can't untie it from the cleat. It's
Yeah.
fucking...
It's being pulled.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, there's no way they got the strength against something that's pulling this boat. But a barrel comes flying by and almost takes the Chief out. Quint is yelling at the shark. This is crazy. I hope your back breaks. Go ahead, pull your bloody heart out. Tie him off. It's like, dude, you think the shark hears you?
Absolutely.
Because he does. And the shark is like, all right.
Like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, the shark is underwater. He's like, all right, now it's fucking personal, bitch. So Hooper's like, it's impossible. It's impossible. And then water's now overflowing into the back of the boat and down into the engine. And Quint runs to cut the lines, but they get literally pulled off the boat before he can. And now it's like kind of calm because the shark goes back under the water. The barrels then pop back up, and Quint is like, he can't do 3 barrels. There's no fucking way. We're going to get him 3 barrels. He can't do 3 barrels.
Nobody's ever done 3 barrels before.
3 barrels? No. So they are now pumping water out the boat because there's like a bunch of water in the back of the boat. Quint is like, no, yeah, once again, nope. He goes on. He keeps going. They can't find the barrels anywhere. The boat rocks, and we see Jaws pop up under the boat. I'm saying boat a lot right now. Quint starts to drive off, and now Jaws is chasing them with 3 barrels attached. 3! Quint says, I can't fucking believe it. Wait, he goes, I'm going to go draw him into the shallows. Draw him into shallow water. I'm going to drown him. I'm like, how does that work? How are you going to drown a shark?
If anyone can do it, it's Quint.
Quint can. But I wish there was a little fun fact there. Like, I wish Chief or Quint was.
I don't. They're just like, Quint can do it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Alpha shit. Chief asks Hooper if he's ever seen a great white do this, and Hooper says, "No, I've never seen a great white. I've only learned about them." And they ask Quint, "How far do we have to go?" He does not answer. Hooper says, "Quint, don't put that much pressure on the engine." Hooper Hooper says, Quint, God damn it. And Quentin then fucking flips out. He says, shut up, and get back there and do what the fuck you're told. And he does. It was like that. It was like, oh my God.
Quentin did not hold back.
Like, oh, Hooper. Oh, you thought you were the alpha for a second? No, you're not. Right? Get back and do what you're told. We see Quint is pushing the engine as hard as it can fucking go because he does not listen to Hooper. And the engine is fucking, it's smoking. And then as this is happening, Quint is crazy. He starts singing the song again. And Hooper says, you idiot, you burned out the bearings. And then the engine literally explodes. They seem lost and helpless. And we see Quint take a long, hard look at those life jackets. And he is just, we heard him say, I did not say before, when he was giving his speech about the USS Indianapolis, he said he will never put on a life jacket ever again. So now he's like, fuck, the boat's sinking. I fucked up so hard. Now I'm looking at all these life jackets. So he walks out and he throws a life jacket to Quentin Hooper, but he does not have a life jacket on because he's a fucking alpha. He's like, I'm going to go out with my fucking shield, bro.
You want me to put water wings on too? Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And the thing so the water doesn't go on my nose.
They sit in silence for a bit, and Quint asks Hooper, what exactly can you do with these things of yours? And like has these poles that are Hooper's. And Hooper says, I could pump 20 cc of strychnine nitrate into him if I can get close enough.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, 20 cc, motherfucker. I know what I'm talking about. Quint asks, you can get this little needle into his skin? And Hooper's like, fuck no. What do you think? I'm fucking Mickey Mouse? But if I can get him close enough to this cage.
What?
Yeah, Mickey Mouse, because he's working magic. You think I'm going to work my magic at this skin? Come on, David. I've probably thrown that joke in here before, baby.
Look at Mickey Mouse.
Well, that's
never said that on here before.
Working magic, baby. Got to work the magic, baby. Mickey Mouse working the magic.
Oh my God.
but he's like, if I can get close enough while I'm in that cage and his mouth is like open, maybe I can shoot inside his mouth. It's like, there's no fucking way, dude. Come on, are you fucking kidding me?
If the mouth's open, maybe I can get it in there.
Chief literally is like, no fucking way. And Hooper yells, you got any better suggestions? All right, I'm trying to be the alpha here, okay? This is my one chance to be the fucking alpha. And we get a small montage of them getting everything set and ready to go.
And for editing purposes, we're going to take a quick break.
But guys, we're almost through.
We're almost done, so stick around.
Stick around.
And we're back.
Hey.
Fuck you, Derek Jeter.
Fudge.
F-U-D-J.
So good. So Hooper gets ready and goes into the cage, and Hooper says, try and keep him off me until I'm lower. Guys, another call out. How many times have you heard that type of line in a movie? Just keep him off me until I'm clear. Keep him off me until I got a shot. Keep him off me until I'm whatever, until I'm lower. Like he just said.
Just 4.
It's pretty decent amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blade.
Blade.
Blade Trinity.
Blade.
The third one.
That's 2 blades.
Third one. Money Train.
Money Train.
It's also Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, it's all Wesley.
And Passenger.
It's not Passengers. If that's what you were gonna say.
No, Passenger 37.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wesley Snipes, just a big fan of that.
I feel like there's something else. There's like got to be
no.
some Marvel movie or some shit. No,
it's only Wesley Snipes.
Yeah,
and he only did it 4 times.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
shit. Stole it from Spielberg though, and they lower him in. They're like, yeah, fucking just throw him in the cage in the water. Immediately, Hooper sees Jaws just headed right towards him, and fucking Jaws swims right past him into the dark abyss, and you can't see him anymore. I'm like, wow, that's pretty dope. Guys, I got to say it. Fun fact, which I said before, they're shooting all this in the actual ocean, and when we're underwater and we're seeing these shots, another fun fact, those are actual real sharks. So kudos to Spielberg and their team for finding ways to get these sharks to do what they did, because it's actually crazy fucking shots. Like, some of these shots are fucking wild. Obviously, the close-up of the face of Jaws like on the cage is not real. But they got sharks to fuck around with the cage that are big sharks. So good for them.
On April 24th, 2008, Wesley Snipes was sentenced to 3 years in prison.
Taxes.
For willful failure to file federal income tax returns. I totally forgot Wesley Snipes went to prison. I googled what's Wesley Snipes up to, and that's what came up.
What's crazy is like Wesley Snipes at that time.
Don't oversell how big Wesley Snipes was.
Could have been at that time, like around like when Blade's coming out and shit like that. Could have become, I think, one of the biggest action stars during that time. I mean, he almost technically was, even just with Blade. But I'm saying, let's say that shit didn't happen with the 3 years and stuff. Like, he could have had that much better of a career. And he was amazing, bro. Wesley Snipes is fucking phenomenal. He, like, Blade, like, they're good movies, but they're fucking rewatchable because of Blade, because of Wesley Snipes.
I mean, Blade came out in 98.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's an older film, dude. And, like, he kills it. Like, you don't most times want to go rewatch like 1990 films. You know what I'm saying? They just don't hold up like the same today.
Blade 3 came out in 04.
That one with Ryan Reynolds, I mean, and I like that one the most. With Triple H and shit. That
I was
shit
going to say, if you don't say Triple H.
Oh, I'm going to say Triple H, baby. He's fucking huge, too. Triple H is a big guy.
Triple H, you know his heart don't work no more?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I think he has a pacemaker now.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they referred to it as a cardiac event, and he like stepped away from the company for a while and came back when all this Vince McMahon shit was happening.
Oh, that's sketchy,
Came
dude.
back and took over, but
that's scary.
That's what, dude. He did a fucking like years ago. He did an interview where they were talking about like, oh, so what do you do? He's like, well, I wake up at 3 a.m. every day to work out.
Yeah.
They're like, how much sleep you get? And he's like a really good night is 3 hours. And then his heart gives out because that's not fucking sustainable. Triple H.
Yeah, there's something about heart disease and sleep that are like very much correlated.
Recently, he did an interview and he's like, "I'm learning that like it's important to get a healthy amount of sleep."
And that's why I hate when people are like,
"I'm learning that it's important to get a healthy amount of sleep." He's like 50.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much to look into the correlation of strokes, heart attacks, heart disease, all these things, and sleep. And even injuries. They say 60% of sport injuries happen from people who have less than 7 hours of sleep. So 60% of all sports injuries they found happen because those people had less than 7 hours of sleep. It's crazy. So next time you're thinking about doing something crazy, check and see if you got enough sleep. But we're back, guys. There's a long pause, and Hooper takes off the cork on the spear, and Jaws comes up behind him and smashes into the cage. Like, pop up, bitch. You thought I swam off that way? I hit a fucking oop-de-doop, came back, and fucked you in the ass. Literally. Like, that's the way Hooper... Oh, shit. I got fucked in the ass. And then, as that happens, what does Hooper do? What is he known for in this movie, other than trying to be an alpha male?
Dropping the fucking ball.
Dropping the fucking ball, bro. So he drops the shark tooth before in the water, underwater, and now he's underwater again. What does he do? He drops a fucking spear. Like, oh my god, dude. Get this beta out of here, bro.
You know who wouldn't have dropped it?
Quint.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, yeah.
Wouldn't have dropped shit,
yeah,
bro.
Definitely wouldn't have.
Biggest action star of all time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hands down.
Blade,
greatest movie ever made.
But...
fucking vampires and shit, man. It's the best.
Sucking the blood. Jaws continues to attack him and just is relentless. Like, I'm going to get in that fucking cage, bitch. I fucking know you're in there.
He said, I'm going to get that gun and I'm going to get that money. Because you ain't going to shoot no cop in the back.
That's what the fucking shark says. And I'm like, damn, dude. That's some fucking Denzel shit right there.
You gonna bust your cherry shooting a cop?
Toss me the bitch. And then the shark swims up and tosses him a 12 gauge and he fucking cocks it. Hooper's like, oh, no.
A Los Angeles Police Department narcotics officer was killed today.
Another shark's like, yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's finish this fucking movie.
Yeah, so Hooper starts going knife crazy because the shark is like halfway in the cage now, like broke through the majority of the cage, and Hooper's fucking stabbing the shit. This shark's been shot 5 times in the face, has been stabbed by a spear gun 6 times, I think it's been, and now has been stabbed in the face with like a 6-inch knife 10 times. So this shark is relentless and does not give up. Be like Jaws. If you're ever feeling down, you ever feel like calling it quits?
WWJD.
What would JD? What'd you say?
WWJD.
What would Jaws do? I was thinking DJ. And I was thinking, what would Derek Jeter do? And you took me for a flip on
So
that.
that was actually, it was pretty perfect. So there's those WWJD wristbands that are what would Jesus do?
Yeah.
And Jaws and Jesus both start with J. This was pretty perfect. And you really didn't get what was happening.
David, there's something that I do all the time, and it's overthink shit. Like, it can be simple, and I'm like, no,
It's so simple.
it's not simple.
You knew what would.
Yeah.
It's Jaws that you got hung
Well,
up on.
because I thought immediately DJ, and I was like, oh, he's got to be Derek Jeter. I was like, wait, no, it's JD. Oh yeah, it's got to be Jaws. Yeah. All right, so Hooper gets out of the cage and swims towards the ocean floor and is just hiding away. And we see a real shark fucking up the cage, and like, wow, that's a good shot, because it is. It's a real fucking shark. And there's a real camera guy down below, like, holy fuck, dude, that's fucking sketchy, Spielberg. Why you got me out here?
Shark's not happy.
No, he's
He's not just in there with a shark,
Yeah,
like doing like normal shark shit.
I'm thinking-
shark is attacking the cage.
I'm thinking they had tasers or something, just like it's just tasing
oh,
the
you
shark.
like that bitch, huh?
Yeah. And Spielberg's like, fuck, dude, they fucking called it, bro. PETA's gonna be on our ass. But Quint and Chief are trying to pull him up. They're like, pull him up, get him out of there. But the thing gives out and falls over. They fix it enough to pull him up, and they see Hooper is not in the cage anymore. And they're like, oh my God, he's fucking dead. He's dead. He's dead. And then Jaws jumps on the back of the fucking boat and just starts to sink the boat. He's fucking wiggling around. He's like, I'm gonna gotcha. And he speaks English. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, and then and then this is the best part. Quint can't keep his footing and slowly starts to slide down into the Jaws mouth, like into Jaws.
What does Quint do?
He's tearing up.
No.
No.
No! Like, before he even gets there,
Yeah.
screaming insanely.
He's trying to grab shit.
Like, as a person would.
Yeah.
But you're like, Quint, you were so cool until right now.
You were an alpha,
You were
bro.
screaming, so scared, panicking.
And now, yes, he's panicking. Yes, it doesn't make him seem as alpha, but he does go out on his shield. He is getting literally now bitten in half. And as he's doing that, he grabs a piece of wood and he starts stabbing the fucking shark. And we just see his body kind of give out. And then the shark is like, all right, that's good enough for me. And then like drags him into the water, and Quint just like slowly sinks away. And Chief is like, I'm not the alpha. I am scared shitless. I'm going back in the middle of the boat. I guess I'm gonna drown. I don't know what I'm gonna do. He's sitting there, the water's starting to fill up, and Jaws does not give a fuck. He comes spearing through the middle of the boat, breaks the boat, and now his head is like going after Chief, and Chief's trying to fight him off, and it's fucking crazy, man. But Chief puts an oxygen tank into Jaws' mouth, and Jaws swims away. He's like, fuck, what the fuck's in my mouth, bro? And he's like, get the fuck.
This sucks.
This sucks. So he swims away, and Chief is now
Tastes
trying.
like I'm sucking on a penny over here.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Metallic. Chief is now trying to stay on the boat, and it's sinking, and we can see Jaws' big-ass fin above the water, and we now get that famous Jaw music. Darn it.
Come on.
Darn it.
Hold it. It's longer than that, dude.
Darn it.
Dun-dun.
Darn it.
Yeah, you gotta hold it a little bit.
Darn it. Yeah. Darn it. Darn it. Yeah, it's a fucking Irish thing. But that starts building up that suspense, and Chief starts to climb to the top of the fucking like watch out tower thing. with the rifle, found the rifle, and Jaws is chewing in the oxygen tank. He's like, I can't get it out of my mouth. And he's coming after Chief, and now we got that Moby Dick call out again. This is just like in the book, Moby Dick. He's on the boat sinking. Moby Dick's right there. It's huge. And Chief is Jaws comes up, and she starts stabbing the fuck out of Jaws in the face with the spear pole. And as the boat is sinking, Jaws keeps coming back towards Chief, and Chief's doing some alpha male shit. He's like, it's my time to shine. He starts shooting Jaws. Jaws is now coming like in a straight line towards him, and he's trying to shoot. He's trying to aim as the boat keeps sinking. One of the not dopest shots, but it's a pretty fucking cool shot, especially for 1975. I bet Spielberg was just like, oh, this is so great. This is so nice. So he's shooting in the face, and right as Jaws is about to eat Chief says, die, you son of a bitch.
No.
What?
That's not what he says.
What does it say?
He says, smile, you son of a bitch.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
1,000% positive.
Fuck. Well,
Because he's trying to see the oxygen tank in there, so he knows where to shoot. He says, smile, you son of a bitch.
oh, fuck.
And then he shoots it.
Oh, shit. My bad. Fucked it up. Fucked up the cool line. Smile, you son of a bitch. And sure enough, the shark does. He goes, ah! And then he gets shot right in the fucking oxygen tank and explodes everywhere. Everyone's wearing blood now.
This explosion, kind of like the explosion, I think they stole it from Blue Streak, where Blue Streak had that big explosion at the end.
Yeah.
I think Jaws took this from it.
Yeah, and then Jaws floats down in pieces to the ocean floor. Then we see Hooper come back
Hooper's
up.
like, that's
He's like,
Jaws right
it's,
there.
I guess it's my time
Jaws
to...
is dead.
Yeah.
Sick.
Chief did it. So he comes back up, and they swim over. They fucking rejoice. They laugh. They're kissing. Hooper says, Quint? Chief says...
He does not say that. No.
No.
You're overselling this too much.
No.
You're overselling this too much.
What?
No. He goes, Quint. Just like that. Not like worried about it. Just Quint. Just matter of fact. Like that is a name. Chief smiling. He does not look upset. He is smiling. He shakes his head.
And he doesn't...
He just shakes his head. He's like, nah.
and then
nah, he's fucking dead.
And then gets the biggest smile, looks at Hooper, and says, where are the alphas now? Me and you.
No.
No?
I'm the alpha now.
And then
stay away from my fucking wife.
Shoots him in the face with the pistol. And it's like, oh man, I didn't see that coming. But no, they're buddies. They're best friends now. They're pals. Chief says, "Can we get in on those?" And then
whatever, they float on a thing and swim.
They're
to shore.
talking about like the fucking barrels, and they start kicking, and they don't know what fucking day it is. I'm like, how long were they on? You guys were on the boat for like one day. How do you not know what day it is now? Hooper says it's fucking Wednesday. It's Tuesday, I think. I don't know. Chief says, I think the tide's with us, and I used to hate the water. And Hooper says, I can't imagine why. The end. Wow, look at that.
Wild movie. You know what movie's even wilder, though? Like, without a doubt.
Yeah, The Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor, guys. It's the wildest movie.
Yeah.
There's blood. There's rape.
Oh.
Wild, aggressive rape.
Yeah.
Makes the rape scene in American History X look like a fucking Disney movie.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
You know what movie's even more wild?
I don't know, man. I mean, The Nutty Professor.
You do. You already told everyone the
Nutty
movie we're doing
Professor's
next
pretty
week.
wild, but it's got to be Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino, guys. Told you, we're doing all the Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
David Straley suggested Pulp Fiction well over a year ago.
Yep.
He suggested again. Braden's taking the notes.
Boom!
Guys, do you want to watch Pulp Fiction before we do a podcast on Pulp Fiction? You should watch Pulp Fiction before we do a podcast on Pulp Fiction. Here's where you can watch Pulp Fiction before we do a podcast on Pulp Fiction. It says YouTube if you have a Primetime subscription.
Don't
know what that is. It says Amazon Prime Video and Philo and Sling TV with a subscription, which leads me to believe you will not have to rent it on Amazon, but I'm willing to bet.
Yeah.
If I go on there and try to watch Pulp Fiction, they're going to be like, oh, it's $3.99?
Yeah.
If you want to watch it?
Yeah.
If
we know Jeff Bezos.
Do you want to watch Pulp Fiction for $3.99? I'll say, I guess.
Sure.
Or you can rent it on Vudu, Google Play, or Apple TV for $3.99. But I wouldn't dream of going to Amazon Prime to try to watch this. Do you know why?
No.
Because it's available at Redbox for $3.99. I'm just going to go to my local grocery store, pick up a copy of Pulp Fiction for $3.99 and return it.
Oh, bro, that's sick.
So, Brayden, David Straley didn't do it because it was so long. He requested this movie before we even had a fucking website.
Yeah.
But how do people go about requesting it now that we have a website?
David, they just go to our website.
Go to our website.
To our website.
What is our website?
56kings.com.
56kings.com?
Mm-hmm.
Say it again. Say 56.
56kings.com.
What's that, like our website?
Yeah.
We have a website?
Yeah, 56kings.com.
FIVESIXKING
S.com.
.com?
Yes.
And what, it's like a website?
Yes.
That's nuts.
Yes.
And well, there's like because it's a website, it probably has tabs.
Yes.
Because it is a website.
Yes.
And we just click the tab that says Submit Ideas at the top on the website.
Yes.
And then the website will take you to another page of the website where you can type in the movie you want. You can put your name. You can put the movie you want.
Yes.
Who you want taking the notes.
Yes.
And then click Submit on the website.
Yes.
I mean, and the website will send us an email letting us know, hey, this person wants this movie.
Yes.
Wow, what a website.
Wow.
What a website.
What a website.
56kings.com, guys.
One
Go
stop.
Go there. One-stop shop for all your 56 Kings needs.
Yeah. Wow.
What else do we do?
It's like every Monday or something.
Every motherfucking Monday.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah. Unless it isn't.
but most times, yeah. But maybe not.
Yeah, but if it's not, like, don't bother us.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Whatever. We'll either let you know why it's not or we got other shit going on.
Yeah.
All right?
What am I, God?
You ain't my boss.
Yeah.
You ain't my mom. All
Are
right?
you the alpha?
My mom doesn't listen to this or watch this. You know why? She's like, oh, you cuss a lot on it, don't you?
Yeah.
I said I do. She's like, yeah, I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I was like,
a lot of sinning.
I said, well, fuck you. All right?
Oh,
Fuck you.
she's like, David, I love you.
I said, no, you don't.
Oof.
No, you don't. Fuck you. And she's like, all right, fuck. Guys, that's enough. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you all very much. And we'll see you next week.
We shall. Peace out.
Bitch, I'm from Palm Beach County. That's where I'm from. When niggas get gunned down and left slump, what we do?